It all started with just a vote, a single choice in a sea of millions. And suddenly, people we loved vanished. Godparents to our children, lifelong friends, all gone with just a click, with a comment, with silence. That's when the seed was planted. Don't Unfriend Me wasn't just a name, it was a plea, a line in the sand, a refusal to let politics tear apart what humanity once held so sacred. We didn't set out to build a movement. We set out to tell the truth, even when it hurt. Long hours, lost sleep, more setbacks than anyone will ever see. There were days it felt like we were shouting into the void, but we kept showing up. Not for clicks, not for clout, but because this matters. We pushed through the doubt, the algorithm throttling, the shadow bans, the isolation, the nights we sat at the mic with empty inboxes and broken spirits. And still, we stayed. We persevered, because we knew there was something here worth fighting for. For years, thousands of hours, laughter, heartache, raw conversations with real people, and now, it all leads to this. One night, one room, one moment. We can agree, we can disagree. You can love me, or you can hate me. Just don't unfriend me. It all starts right now.
Do you want the truth? Are you tired of being so confused? You feel like you're more fucked up than the lies on the evening news? Well, just step right in. We can talk about it all as friends. And if you want, we can hug and kiss and make up for the party ends. Agree or disagree, stop unfriend me. 'Cause I'm everything you want, damn sure what you need. I won't tell no lies, back up on the facts with truth. And if you can't get down with that, you must be somebody's dad.
Hey everybody, it's the chicks on the right here. We had such a blast on the Don't Unfriend Me show.
Check them out at The Dumb Show on social media or thedumbshow.com.
They stream weeknights at 7 p.m. Eastern, and you guys, they are your people.
They totally are. And you can find us in all the places by visiting chicksontheright.com/links and watch us weekdays at 8 a.m. Eastern.
Adjusting transmitter output.
This is the Don't Unfriend Me show with your hosts, Matt, Leroy, Amy, and Olivia. Geopolitics, military analysis, and election coverage. Coming to you live on all major social media channels at The Dumb Show. Honest, direct, unfiltered. We can agree, we can disagree. Just don't unfriend me.
I don't know what's wrong with Rumble. I'm trying.
Rumble's having a hard time right now.
Is everybody saying it's having a hard time?
No, but just us. We couldn't start the stream. We couldn't schedule it. We couldn't do anything. So now it won't even start. So if you can, let our Rumble peeps know we might not be on Rumble tonight. And it's not us. It's not us. We're trying.
We are over on Instagram.
Run everywhere else. I will reach out to
Rumble's struggling.
people.
Yeah, I don't think we're getting on Rumble tonight. No, too many requests. Please try again in a moment. Well, the reason why we're requesting you morons is because you won't let us start the stream. One last chance here, and then Rumble's going to be a no-go, folks. This doesn't look good for Rumble. Just letting everybody know. If you want to, head on over to... I'm working on getting the stream up on our website permanently, so you can just visit our website and watch the show and chat and stuff, but that's going to take a lot of work, but we're working on it. So yeah, no dice on Rumble. We're not able to go live.
I'm just sending messages to our...
What's that?
I'm sending messages to our regular Rumble peeps right now and asking them to
All right,
spread the word.
so let's not focus on that at this point. Let's go ahead and focus on who's coming on the show, and then we'll do the rest in a minute.
All right. Well, Ryan was here last night, which
Yep.
is a great show. We'll definitely have him back soon.
Yes.
We are going to have Ryan Weaver next week.
I'm going back.
Or not Ryan Weaver, excuse me. See, I'm all
It's okay. Take your time. Slow down.
Damani Felder next week.
Yep.
Then Ryan Weaver. Then Dave Bondi. Then Gary Brugman.
Who are those people? They don't know who Gary Brugman is and Tim Brown. You got to tell them who they are.
Okay. Gary Brugman he works with Chris Peranto and Jeremy Mitchell. He is a veteran and he works with them over there. So
he was pardoned by Donald Trump. That's pretty important. Right?
Oh, that's right. That's Gary. See, I'm all.
Yeah. So Gary's different.
Gary's different. Yes. He is a Coast Guard.
Yep.
And he was
former
a
Border Patrol. It's okay. I'm here to help you understand who you booked for our show. It's okay. Listen. Without me, there's no you. Without you, there.
Oh my gosh.
There is a me, but there wouldn't be a you and me without you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Then Tim Brown.
Tim Brown.
Remember, this isn't the guy who was on the Titanic. This is the guy
New York City fireman who was in Tower 2 when it collapsed.
Yeah, so that's pretty huge. And also speak up. You're not talking into your mic.
Sorry.
Don't worry about it. It's one of those nights you're just falling flat on your...
It's my Monday.
You just can't... You can't... We got to get back to Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
As soon as baseball season's over, it's good. It's which should be over very shortly.
Yeah. Justin, we're live on YouTube. We're live on Facebook. We're live on X. We're live on Instagram. It's not us. It's you. It's
Rumble.
Rumble. They're struggling tonight. They're not having any luck. We're streaming to them. They're just not picking up what we're putting down. And I have a feeling that this is, it's probably a DDoS attack. This happens to them all the time. There might be a big show coming on and they're getting hammered by somebody. But anyway, those are the people who are going to be coming on. It's going to be a fantastic end of the month, and then also beginning of June. June is going to be amazing. We're booked all the way. I don't know. I don't even know where we're at now. Where is it now?
Mid-August.
Yeah.
With a few people in the pipe.
We're slowing down. You need to pick that up.
I've got my feelers out there. I just haven't gotten back from anyone. But we've got Barry Morgenstein's going to come back anytime. Of course, Damani Felder's on and every first Friday of the month. And then I've got my feelers out. With the birthdays, and it's been a little crazy. I haven't had as much time as I wanted to focus on reaching out. So get back to that.
Yeah. Get back to it, Liv.
Yeah, I know.
Seriously, slacker. All right. Well, welcome to the Don't Unfriend Me Show, folks. We have our goal up. Goal's $300 tonight is what we're looking for. We need your help. Without you, we can't do it. So that's just the way it is. Facebook hates us. And we had to go to a donation model quite a while ago, and we've been doing it ever since, and we appreciate your help. So please help us out, and let's see if we can get ourselves up to 300 tonight. That would be awesome. Mm-hmm. Let's start it off early. We ended the show last night with a doofus, dipshit, dumbass from Canada, Ontario, to be exact. And he's been our troll, and he's also a troll for Chicks on the Right, which is really cool.
Really?
We talked about him when the Chicks on the Right came on, and we made fun of him incessantly. They don't even know who he is. They're just like, no, we're too big for him, and he's just a doofus who trolls us, I'm sure. And I said, oh yeah, well, we're not that big yet, so we know who he is, and he's obsessed with us, and he's given us like $250 in cash. That's how upset he hates us so much. He gives us money, and we know he's watching, and he's always watching. But he's not as courageous as he used to be because he's getting sick of making accounts, and he's getting sick of having to wait 2 weeks to go ahead and troll. So he knows I just delete his ass so quick and don't say anything. But he said last night, I figured it was important to address because he said Jesus wasn't a Jew. Now remember, this is the guy who gets upset at me when I said you're an anti-Semitic dick. And he's like, I'm not an anti-Semite. I've never said anything. You just said Jesus wasn't a Jew. That's pretty, first of all, it's blasphemy. And second of all, it's pretty anti-Semitic too. So just exposing yourself all over my gay North Dakotan, Mexican, Canadian, my snow Mexican. So here it is. If you don't take my word for it, I'm sure you're going to say that, Charlie Kirk was paid by the Jews or something. And, therefore, but here's Charlie Kirk saying exactly what I said last night. Go figure. I mean, it's amazing. And no, this isn't AI. And no, I didn't do a seance and bring Charlie back just to make this video to make you look stupid. It just happens to be fact. And it's amazing that Charlie Kirk said the exact same thing. Here it is. Merry Christmas.
Religion was Jesus. What did he believe?
Yeah, well, obviously he was a Jew.
Where was Jesus born?
Why does that matter?
He was born in Bethlehem, okay. And he was raised in Nazareth, and he walked on the water in Capernaum. What country are those places in right now?
What does it matter?
It does matter. You know why? Because when I went to Israel, I came in contact with the living God that walked on water and rose Lazarus from the dead. When I went to Israel, I saw the Bible come to life. When I went to Israel, I saw Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and Sarah, Rebecca, and Leah. When I went to Israel, what I read as Bible stories popped open. And I said, this is the Word of God. This is real. These are not fairy tales or fables or things that we tell our kids. When I went to Israel, I was able to cry where Jesus cried, where he was betrayed by Judas and arrested, where he rose from the dead and gives us eternal life. I am not an apologist for Israel, but I reject wholeheartedly this narrative. Christians who turn their back on Israel, it says in Genesis and Romans and 1 Thessalonians, Paul said you will bless the Jews. If you bless Israel, you will be blessed. If you scorn Israel, you will be scorned. There is a diabolical satanic agenda every single day to try and delegitimize the scriptures. And I will defend the Holy Land, the place that let me see where my Lord and Savior live. And I will not apologize for that.
Whoops. Well, don't you look like a fucking retard. So you get the...
Uh-oh, retard alert.
And
retard alert, class.
And
wank.
Have more money than you, better looking than you, nicer house than you, have a family. You don't. You suck. You are swinging from my balls as you always are. Balls, you're a pathetic little lump of shit. And you got proved wrong again. I mean, dude, this is embarrassing for you. Maybe you should go back to the chicks on the right who don't know you exist. You probably have a better chance of beating them when they don't engage with you. Moving on, go Charlie Kirk. Isn't that what we said last night? I mean, everybody heard it. We explained Nazareth. We explained Bethlehem. We explained that when he says it's the Canaans. We explained ancient Judea. We explained a whole bunch of wonderful things to this Dick Dork. And he wasn't able to go ahead and, just say anything other than, I win, you lose. Oh, that's good. That's good.
No, boo-boo. Stick your head in doo-doo. Whatever I say, I'm rubber, you're glue. Whatever I say bounces off me and sticks to you.
Something like that.
Something like that.
I've hit my I've hit my language quota for the night, but it is. I just wish he would come back. I really wish he would. D's Nuts says, JD Stillwell, is this a show for liberals? It's a show for everybody. D's Nuts. Even anyone people who have a fascination with their own testicles. We accept all kinds and all sorts. I get it, buddy. I'm pretty obsessed with them, too. I've got to touch them at least every 20, 30 minutes just to make sure that they're still there. Usually they're in Olivia's purse along with my spine.
Yep.
But D's Nuts, you're welcome.
I let him have them back every once in a while.
Every once in a while. It's only when she needs me to put them to good use.
Exactly.
Or she needs them on her chin, which is something that is her thing, not mine. Moving on. No Rumble, folks. We're not getting it. It's just not going to happen.
It's not going to happen. It's not us. It is Rumble. We were on time. We tried it. Something's going on with Rumble.
They hate us. Rumble's down. All right. Mm-hmm. So here's the deal. Someone just said Rumble's going AI. I don't know what that means, but they are introducing new things. Like they're trying to get people to stream through their platform, and I'll be happy to get rid of eCam and do it. But I don't know. They have to be a little more reliable. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. D's Nuts. Have none, zero, zip, nada. D's Nuts. Famunda. Is that you? I guess negative attention is better than no attention. Damn, Nuts. You just asked if it was okay for liberals. Of course it's okay for liberals. We would love you here. Don't you feel the warm comings and goings from all the females here who just are just slapping you down? I mean, even Debbie Hensley. This show is people who are waiting for feet pics too. $1,000. I told you. $1,000. That's all it takes. I'm for sale. I'm just not cheap. Marines React. You found this video. And what is this about?
It is, people are not very nice.
You didn't watch it again, did you?
No, I did.
Okay.
I watched it when I was getting ready.
Can you give something better than people aren't nice?
Well, they're saying, why aren't you going to war? Why are you defending war when you haven't been it?
Paint the picture.
I'm not very good at
12
that.
12 Marines sitting on a tank in the middle of L.A. get accosted by liberal. I mean, come on. You watched it. I didn't watch it. What happened?
They are bugging them, the women.
Oh God, forget it.
I'm not good at introducing videos. I never have.
Then don't find them because I don't know what they're about. Somebody's got. Hello, is there anybody here who can? Yes.
Well, I do.
Oh wait, my drink is going to
introduce them, but I just don't do it eloquently like you do.
I'm the drink. There's some Marines.
You're in rare
Thank
form.
you, Mr. Drink. I appreciate it. I think everyone got the picture. We can move on. Come on. I didn't watch it.
I can introduce them. I just don't do it eloquently with a story and
you do it just fine. Give it a
like
try.
You do.
Give it a try. Give it a try.
Liberal women are being rude to military because they're asking why they're defending war when they haven't been to war. That's what I tried to say. I don't do it. I try.
It took a little bit to get there, folks, but we got there.
So you get one thing at a time. I'm starting to get good at interviews. I'm getting people to come on the show. I don't introduce videos.
You're doing fine. This is all foreplay. The weekend's coming up.
Put me on the spot.
You are beautiful, Liv. That has nothing to do with her introducing videos. We know she's beautiful, but she's so much more than that. Here's the video of Marines reacting to liberals. Here it is. First of all, talk about the gonads. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I mean, look, you got a freaking tank. You got a mod Deuce up there. I mean, you got wow.
I can't believe this. So everybody here, nobody has been to war, to any war. But how can we be representing war when?
No, Melanie, she could say that, but then you would be wrong and she would be wrong. You see, you guys got to understand is that you have to understand that there's videos that I find, and then throughout the day, Olivia finds videos that tickle her pickle. And it's hilarious that somebody would say, well, I thought you were always prepared for your show. Well, the video's in the slide's made, it's ready for Olivia who found it. So in this essence, I'm the one who's prepared and the Boy Scout, and it would be that Olivia isn't prepared in this. For example, no matter how hot she is.
In defense of myself.
Yes.
What I do is I go on Twitter, on silent X, whatever, on silent during lunchtime when I'm sitting down with the kids while they're eating their lunch and I don't eat. So I just scroll and I read the headlines and I kind of watch the subtitles and I kind of look and I'm like, okay, that looks good.
Yeah.
I bookmark it, and then I go back and rewatch.
Yeah, but that doesn't make good. That doesn't make good podcast, right? The banter is what makes the show, and us, doing this faux fake energy, angry at each other type thing is what everyone lives for. They love it because, I know you do. I know
it's been 4 days.
It's been 4 days. Like, we need the Friday to come quick. We either need great donations or we need Friday just to be here.
It's another birthday weekend. It's going to be a crazy weekend again.
I know somebody's going to be in their birthday suit.
We're going to have like 15, 16-year-old girls in our house on Saturday. Yay, I'm so excited. Please send me wine.
My God.
And a sanity. Please mail me some sanity.
Yeah, I'm going to disappear. I think Ethan and I are going to go shooting.
You're going to take him to his game.
Can I watch the video that you didn't watch?
Yes. Okay. You guys haven't been to war.
I don't think I'm representing war.
What are you representing?
We're representing what you can do for your country.
Representing the Marine Corps, representing people that, that fight for the country.
But maybe if you go to war, maybe you won't be representing it. Do you see what I'm saying?
Someone has to do it.
No, we don't need to have a war. We're past that in this world.
Sorry, but we don't have any opinions on this.
Yeah, but I hear you, but you can hear my opinion. I don't want your opinion. But that's what my question was. If you haven't been to war, that's why you guys are here. If you were, they would never have brought you guys here. They would never have done it.
Thank you very much. You guys have a good
day. May I ask,
sir,
when you say what can we do for our country, how about house the homeless? Provide health care to people who don't have it, just meet basic needs. There's a lot of help that needs to be in this country.
Have a good rest of your day. Waiting on him.
Oh, God.
My favorite part.
Liberals.
Here's my opinion. I don't want your opinion, but listen to mine.
Right.
They are so...
Well, you got to give it up for the Marines for not elevating to that type of antagonistic language,
Yeah.
They
were polite. You could tell they were probably rolling their eyes behind the sunglasses, but
see, the thing is what you need to understand is that the United States Marine Corps doesn't have to interact with the public. And if they would have told them to go themselves,
it would have been okay.
Command wouldn't have done anything. Their job isn't to interact with the public. Their job isn't. You are advancing upon Marines who are doing some form of a job, and whatever job that is was obviously not important at that point because they were sitting on a motorized vehicle. But
it looked like it was probably Memorial Day, and it was probably an event, and they were probably
correct.
there.
Well, you saw the destroyer in the back and the long guns, and you saw that. So it looks like it was probably San Diego or something like that, and definitely coastal city because you got a destroyer. And that there's not a lot of destroyers in Colorado.
No.
And, so it doesn't matter. But here's the thing. Since when is it okay to start teeing off on troops? I mean, are we back there again, or are we going to start throwing fecal matter on troops and call them baby killers? Is that what we're going to do?
It's getting close.
It's just a little frustrating. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just like, what's your point? And then I just love her. Oh, well, you could go to war, and then so you want me to die? So let me get this straight. You're so opposed to war because of what reason? What are the reasons? Because people are killed, but then you are wishing for me to go there and die? I mean, how does that make any sense? These people, listen, you can go after Republicans. You can go after cops. Cops get paid to take care of that shit. You go after National Guard. Even the National Guard, they're paid to take care of that shit. But lady, if you're going to go up against the United States Marine Corps, here's what I want. I want some Lance Corporal fresh out of boot to walk over there with her hair done up, man, and her silver earrings, round ball earrings, to go up there and knife hand those hookers right in the throat. And that's, we sat at the dinner table and I said it tonight. I said, I'm ready for civil war. I'm ready. Let's just go. Let's just cook this thing off. I'm done. And I don't want state versus state. I want the 3.5 million dipshits to 9 million dipshits who showed up for the No Kings. Find a weapon and stand at post. Let's go. Let's declare your territory, mark it off, declare this to be, the Sanka zone or the Chaz Chop 2.0 or Occupy Democrats land grab, whatever you want to do, and stick a flag in it. Get yourself some nation's colors, right? Do the LGBTQ flag and go ahead and claim it, and then have the Antifa as your secondary flag, and name your little territory and stick your flag in and build your defenses and build your barricade. No, you guys don't get barricades because you don't believe in walls or guns.
Or borders.
So
you don't get guns because you don't believe in guns.
Get your patchouli laced mace and your Birkenstock sandals and your foam Nerf core walls and
your vagina hats.
And your vagina
important.
hats, right? Because those are just going to stand out so well. And your
assless chaps,
and your bottles of KY, and get there and declare war on the United States so we can just fix this thing. Just please. I'm done. I'm really done. I'm really ready to go. Hayden asked me today, said, Dad, if there was a civil war, would you join? And I said, I'm 52 years old. I'm not what I used to be, but you know what? It depends. If it's like I just said, where they declare a certain territory their own, the U.S. military will take care of it. But if they start coming into rural neighborhoods, yeah, you know what I mean? I'm sick of this shit. I'm just sick of these people. These people are just the most worthless. Now you're going after Marine Corps? I mean, you could have at least gone after the Air Force, the Marine Corps. I mean, they're stupid, and they eat green crayons and they're jarheads, but leathernecks are okay. They're pretty good. But moving on. England, this is the second video that I've had in 2 nights where England has been right. And I'm really struggling here.
I can tell.
This is bloody loony. And the lady was talking about trans, and Europe is starting to wake up a little bit. Europe is kind of like, okay, you know what? Even this is too much for us. This is too woke for us. Joseph, I'm just kidding. Here are England responses to crazy people like we have responses, but it's always nice to hear it in an English accent because it seems more professional. Here it is.
I'm very confused. A biological male can't become pregnant.
But the grounds of pregnancy includes potential pregnancy as well as pregnancy.
But if they can't become pregnant, how can you then become potentially pregnant?
It's about the unlawful treatment by the employer. If someone is treated unfairly on the basis of pregnancy or potential pregnancy, then that is unlawful discrimination on the basis of pregnancy.
So if a bloke came in and they said, are you going to have children? Which is the same question, really. And he said, oh.
Damn it.
They're Australian, aren't they?
You're ruining the joke.
Oh, I didn't know you were going to do a joke. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You didn't tell me in advance that you were doing a joke.
Am I the guy that doesn't know the difference between Australian and English?
You are.
I did it last night, and that was the joke, is that I was like, oh, look, we have English people and it's Australians. Oh. And I do it to piss them off.
Got it.
Anyway, now that that's ruined.
Sorry.
Yeah, maybe. Are you saying that he could also claim that ground?
If he didn't receive the job because...
But they can't get pregnant?
No, not a man who is seeking a position, then it's not going to apply to a man.
Well, they're both biological men. It makes no sense.
Mean.
A biological man, you stated before, a biological man can't get pregnant. Am I correct? Because if I'm not, I've got to go back to school. I seriously do. Because I missed that lesson in biology. I went to a convent school. The nuns may not have told me about it. But you said a biological man can't get pregnant.
That's correct, Senator. But someone who is a trans woman may be assumed to be pregnant or to be able to be pregnant.
So what stops a man putting on a dress, walking in and claiming the protections? He's now a woman. You've admitted that.
There comes a point where you just need to start saying, get her, take her away, put her, get the net, like the cartoon movies, the Bugs Bunny cartoons. They come out with a net and a paddy wagon, woo, and the guys in white come down and they grab her, woo, 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 and they throw her in the back of the paddy wagon. It goes, and takes her to the local hospital. Yeah, it's time.
Yeah, they need to be sterilized. They should never reproduce.
Yeah, lobotomized too.
People who believe that and seriously actually believe
they don't believe it. They don't believe it. They just know, they know they can't they can't admit they're wrong. They don't want to undercut their movement because then they lose position inside the collective mind, hive mind think. They'll be castigated out if they say the truth. So they have to pretend. This is a giant form of fucking make believe.
Well, either way, if you're going to do that, then you still need to be sterile. You should not procreate. No,
sterilized, lobotomized, thrown into a hole.
Should not have children because your kids are going to be stupid, and that's just not fair to the kids.
Chateau d'If, open it back up. Throw them in the deepest, dangest hole in the world. It's time to start. Listen, I'm all about civil rights. I'm all about equality even though that's fake and there's no such thing as equality. But I'm all for treating people like human beings. But there is another end to this. Like I told Olivia, I said there's a big difference between Nazis and complete pussies. And it's not an either or. It's not a zero-sum game. You don't want to be a Nazi, but you also don't want to be complete pussies. We need to find middle ground here where we can still go, you know what? It's totally cool that those 100 people who were standing in the middle of the road who super glued their hands to the road, that we run them over and there are no charges. It's completely acceptable. It's completely acceptable that if a person spits at me, throws a bullhorn at me, hits me with a block of ice, and calls me a Nazi, and that I can defend myself with lethal force and nothing's going to happen to me. I think it's completely acceptable that we can go ahead and hold people for 72 hours to find out if they truly do believe this bullshit, or if the first minute that some lorazepam and a bit to go ahead and for electrolysis and electroshock therapy is about ready to happen to them, and the padded broom and straitjacket's going to come on, that they go, no, wait. I know the difference between a man and a woman. I'm sorry, hold on, time out. I don't want to sexually mutilate kids. I was teasing. I know. I got a dick. I'm a guy. I know. Come on. We're in a safe space, right? You're not going to, we have doctor-client privilege. Okay, cool. I am completely making this shit up. I am fine. And then if they don't, then you throw them away for the rest of their lives. I am completely fine with that middle ground. Don't be a Nazi. Don't be a pussy. Be somewhere in between. That's where we should be. Because this is just retarded. I mean, this is just, how do you expect? I will not listen to it anymore. I just won't. I just, every time somebody comes on like that, you're a retard. There.
Uh-oh, retard alert. Retard alert, class.
You're a retard.
I can agree with that.
Trans women meltdown. Oh, go figure. We've got another one. Here it is.
Do you believe that trans women are women, or are you not willing to go there?
My belief would be subjective truth. And I don't really, it doesn't matter what I think. I think that's the first argument. Do you believe? What does my belief have to do with your psychosis? It's like when people say, do you believe in abortion? No, I believe in God. That's about it. Because everything else is provable and scientific fact, and faith is required to believe in God. But no, is there anything else you can think of that has faith? That you need faith in order to believe something? Can you think of anything? No.
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 I mean, that's why it's so difficult, right?
Yeah.
Now, people are like, well, you believe in the love of your child, but whether I don't, that love of my child is going to exist. But personal acceptance of Jesus Christ is absolutely necessary for your soul. So you've got to. So it needs to be subjective to agree with objective truth. You need you to recognize God for your own soul. There's nothing else you need to do. You don't need to recognize the Boy Scouts. You don't need to stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. You don't have to go ahead and give taxes. You just go to jail. Your belief isn't really necessary for anything other than faith in God. And that's probably what makes it so unique and so difficult for people. So when you say, do I believe trans? No, I don't. No, I don't. Believing has nothing to do with it. I know that trans people are just masquerading as their own sex or someone else, something that they're not. It's Halloween 365 days for these clowns. That's it. And why does that bother you? It doesn't. But just don't expect me to celebrate it. Don't expect me to believe it. Don't expect me to play along with your psychosis. I'm not going to do it. You know, I played along with my 3-year-old when she goes, well, I'm a pirate. Oh, yes, you are. Arr, go walk the plank here, Haiti. Right? Or when Olivia is like, spank me harder. And I'm like, you got it.
Jeez.
You got it, Mrs. Wormwood, my kindergarten teacher. Oh, Matt, you've been a bad boy. Yes, I have.
Oh
you punished me with those erasers.
Yardstick.
Ooh, yeah, baby. Holy shit. So that's it. So what are you doing?
She's getting the cat because I've already.
Can you come through the non-vampire destruction device which is that door? So I'm tired of this. I'm just tired of this. So anyway, here's the rest of this psychosis.
They're not. They were born men.
Oh yeah, I can ask another brief question. So if you want to reach across the aisle or, talk to people who disagree with you, how do you expect to do that when you won't acknowledge that they are humans who are the gender that they have transitioned to be? How do you expect to have this conversation if you won't say that trans women are women?
I would have to understand what you're saying, first of all, for me to agree or disagree with it. What about you?
That's the point of debate is to have a conversation, you don't have to agree with the person and have the same beliefs and same thoughts as a person to have a conversation with them.
Yeah.
That's the whole point of a conversation.
Right. My question is why do you need my validation for your made up psychosis? Why do you need my stamp of approval? What does that matter? If you don't believe in objectivity, which means that all you need is your subjective truth, why does objective truth matter to you if it doesn't exist? Because objective truth and subjective truth, we've done this a million times on this show. One is you need to validate it in your own mind to be subjective, and it can live in your mind. Objective truth means it can live without your interpretation or without your thought process or your addition to it. So therefore, why do you can't control my mind. You want me to change my thinking for you to become an objective truth that you're a woman when you're really a man. Why is that important to you if objective truth isn't a real thing? No, wait, let that wash. Because that's a really good fucking question. Because you're getting them to admit that they want objective truth. They want it to be objective that they are a woman when they are really a man. They need you to validate it, and everyone in the world has to join hands and then say, hey, the earth is no longer flat. It's round. We all agree. That's what you want to happen, but it's not going to happen, and you're frustrated and you're pissed off. So that's why you're indoctrinating 6-year-olds and having them lop their dicks off or sewing up their vaginas, because you need to make generational change to make thinking anything other than you're a man or a woman who's a man who is a woman until it's acceptable. You want objective truth. That's why you don't believe objective truth, because it contradicts your entire premise. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that circular? I mean, you win every argument that way too. Why is it so important for you to for me to think like you? Because you want it to be objective. You want everyone to agree with you. You want it to exist without your seal of approval, without your thought. So you do believe in objective truth just because you're saying you don't, because it disproves your theory that you're actually a man when you're a woman, or you're actually a woman when you're a man. But once everyone agrees with it, let me give you an example. Abortion. When it was tied to the 14th Amendment, abortion was cool. Abortion was okay. There was nothing wrong with it. It was just a clump of cells. But now people are pushing back. Now President Trump is here and he's challenging this. And the Supreme Court's challenging it. You guys are flipping out and saying, wait a second, it's a law of the land. Everyone agrees. This is objective truth. 93% of the... No, because it's not. And that's the problem. And this is why liberals are so full of shit. I'm sorry, Libby, go ahead.
If I'm not mistaken, a couple things. It looks like this is a panel and she's up there asking a question. So you're the one attempting to have a conversation with her. So if the whole point of having a conversation is she must agree with you, since you're trying to initiate it, you must agree with her. I mean, it goes both ways. So, I mean,
agreeance in a debate isn't the definition of success. In a debate, the goal isn't to get the person who is pro forma, your opposition, to agree with you. That's not what a debate is. A debate is to present facts and counter arguments to facts, so the audience and the people consuming the debate can make up their mind with a clear and concise definition from both perspectives. That's what it's for. So when people are like, well, how do you expect us to debate if you won't agree with me? Because my agreeance is not the ramifications or the end all for this debate. It's to influence as many people to the truth based upon my perspective of the facts and your perspective of the facts, and then they get to make a decision from there. Someone says, why is everyone so up in arms about this minute section of the population? You notice I didn't say minute, because I'm well-read, bro. Very well-read. See, because I could have said, why is everyone up in arms about this minute section of the population? I don't understand. What's he talking about? But minute, I get it. Small. Hurt. Dude, this isn't small. Where have you been, bro? Earth to you. No offense. This isn't small. This is in Virginia. This is in Texas. This is Louisiana. It's upstate New York. It's in Maryland. It's in Montana. It's in California. It's in Oregon. It's everywhere. These books and this indoctrination process has been going on for 600 years. This is nothing new. Now it's going ahead and just first it was contradicting and going after religion, but before that it was going after science. And the Catholic Church went after science because science was trying to replace religion and theocracy for a new power structure. Most of these guys were from the church and they left the church. They disagreed with the church. They believed that gravity existed. They believed that the earth wasn't flat. They believed that the stars were something a little bit different than pinholes in the curtain of night. So they challenged the church writings and their doctrines and their teachings, and they were excommunicated. And then they were hunted out and killed. And then science fought back and fought it back against the church. And this is what climate change is all about. This is what the doomsayers said about the Industrial Revolution. This is what they said about reaching out and doing imports and exports and trades across oceans. It's always been about fear. It's always been about selling, whether it be the killer hornets or fluorocarbons or the ozone or volcanoes or nuclear reactor meltdown to the China project and all this other shit. It's always about fear. This is what they sell. It's fear porn. But this has been going on. It's not small anymore. It's mainstream and it's large and it's impacting our kids and it's impacting our schools and it's impacting where they get to go to the bathroom or what sports they can play or what they can say or what they can't say or what they can wear and not wear, or they can't go ahead and wear a shirt about Christ, but they can wear about somebody's pink vagina or an aborted baby, and nobody will stand up and say, wait a second, why are you contradicting yourself? Why can the NFL go ahead and not wear 9/11 or American flags, but they can wear transgender bullshit and woke DEI language? Why can they support things with the 1619 Project, but they can't talk about the Tuskegee experiments or Jim Crow laws, or that the Democrats founded the Ku Klux Klan? Why can't they do that? We know why. Why are they teaching a different form of history? I don't care about black history, white history. I care about American history, and they're not teaching some of the most important things. Yeah, it's all over the place.
Well, we care because it's in our backyard, and it is affecting our children in their school district, because our school district will not comply with federal mandates when it comes to the trans issue.
Yeah,
and they're not, and they are going against it, and my kids have to deal with this. Right. And it's not only just the locker rooms, but it is in their education as well. Our daughter is in a creative writing class, and creative writing is you get to write about your opinions, poems, and blah, blah, blah. And she wanted to write a paper about abortion. She is avidly against abortion.
Your mic is now plus 26.
Okay.
So you need to speak up.
I'm trying.
No, you're not. You're not talking into your mic.
I'm right. I'm literally touching it when I'm talking.
Your chin is talking in your mic. This is how you talk into your mic.
Okay.
Lean down, put that mouth forward, and you know this position, baby. This looks really familiar. Go for it. It's not my fault you're not talking into the mic.
I'm trying.
I know, but you have to understand, people are listening to this on a podcast and they have to hear you, and you're very quiet, and so you got to speak up. When you take command, take it, kill it, yell.
Like when I'm yelling at
talk to the no, just talk to the TV. Talk to the TV. Don't talk to me. Talk to the TV. You know what I mean? Like project out that far. Okay.
Got it.
Go get them.
All right. So our daughter's in creative writing class, and she wanted to write a paper about abortion. She was told she was not allowed to write about topics like that.
That's right.
Yet half the class wrote about trans.
That's correct.
And you want to know what? Their last paper that they just had to do, they have to write a poem. And guess what? She wrote about abortion and said, if she fails me, she fails me. I don't care.
Oh, yeah, that'll be a good show if she does.
Guess what? She already wrote it, and 3 other people wrote about abortion because she talked to them. And they're like, she can't fail us all if we all do it.
And she can, but good luck when we put that on the show and then we get interviewed by Fox.
And that's what I said. I said, Hayden, why didn't you tell us?
Great projection now.
It's like, why didn't you tell us? Because I'm like, if she tells you can't write about a certain topic, that's not fair. I'm like, that's when we get involved. But yeah.
Well, Margie, that's why you're not the sound guy. I'm the sound guy, and you can't hear her. So that's just the way it works. So I'm running the board, and when I'm running in at 10 dB and she's a negative 26, that means we're not going to be able to be heard on the podcast. So that's my job. So why don't you let me worry about that, and you guys worry about listening to the show, and don't worry about Olivia. She's going to be just fine. Isn't it amazing how conservative women are so tough?
We've been together for 27 years, and I have survived.
She's not a little princess, folks. She's got some skin. She's tough. She can handle it. She's my wife, and she's super strong, and she's going to be okay.
Yes.
Do you need comforting? Do you need a safe space or anything?
Yeah, Kleenex, help me.
I'm glad you guys heard her just fine, but that's not the way it works on the podcast. So why don't you guys just let me take care of the soundboard, and I'll go ahead and we'll continue to do the show. Trump, chat's not working for Joseph Hillstrom. Is that on Facebook, sweetie?
It might be you. It's finally working for me. It didn't work for me for like 2 months. So it might just be.
What did we do? Because I didn't fix it.
I didn't do anything. It just worked. It just one day it all of a sudden worked, and I'm like, oh yay, cool.
Kim says I can definitely see her horns. What does that mean?
I'm a little devil or a little demon.
Oh, your love is a rose. You're thorny.
No, not that kind of horn. Horns like a devil.
Listen,
horns.
this woman can take care of herself. She's fine. And if she was saying, she would be like, I am projecting. Knock it off. She would stand up for herself. She knows she's not projecting. So just, you watch, let me produce. All right. That's the way this works. This is the relationship that we have. All right. I'm sure she can wipe your ass.
I don't get that either.
I guess she could.
I don't want to.
I don't think that's really
a
request. I mean, we can try it. I guess. I don't know if it's. How about this? How about we give that a shot tonight after my.
I'm good.
Olivia, can you come in here for a second? I have a question. I need you to.
My job is I wipe asses all day long. I don't want to do it at home. I'm good.
Yeah, I don't. I'm sure she could. I just don't know why she would want to.
No, I'm good.
I'm just a little confused. Maybe what she's saying, like she could whoop your ass. Yeah, she could. She could whoop my ass because I'm not going to hit a woman. You know what I mean?
What was going on? Allergies are killing me.
It's all that cocaine.
I know.
All right.
Did
So
too much
are we done now?
show.
Are we good?
Yes.
Are we? Is everyone
Move
okay? All right. Is everyone's sensitive babas all fixed now? Whipping is fun. Whipping is necessary. Holy shit! Like, my kids took my debit card to buy toilet paper and batteries, so I can't donate. So please, y'all donate at my place. Oh, well, that's not fun. And I'm sorry that your kids took your debit card. That sucks.
I think they're buying her stuff.
Oh, they didn't just go to buy toilet paper. Oh, they didn't have did they have a wiping of the ass obsession? Is that why they got to? Because we have a listener here who thinks that Olivia should wipe my ass. Oh, whoop. Margie says whoop. All right. You guys, my wife can handle it. She's tough.
You have to have thick skin to be in this family. Seriously.
Yeah. It's you know what? If Leroy was sitting here, I'd tell him the same thing. And if my mic was too low and I was doing this and, Olivia be like, Matt, get on your mic. This is what we do. It's okay. You don't hear this on Tim Pool podcast because they're not married. You guys, this is what's great about this show. And what was said by Matt Alvarez on RSBN is like, there's not many people who are married who do a show together.
Husband and wife team. Yep.
Yeah. It's not out there. So we're going to bicker. I'm going to be a dick and she's going to be a biznatch most of the time. And we'll just fix it. But you guys thinking she's just this cute little princess who does nothing wrong. You fucking people have no idea. You people have. She wears the pants in this family.
I understand I look innocent, but really, I'm not.
She had to apologize today because the last 2 months she's been. And she's like, I'm sorry. I realize I have been. And there's times where I've had to. And this is what marriage is all about. It's a compromise. But the good news is you're not married to me. And even better news is I'm not married to you. So we're going to be all right. 2 women from Minnesota.
I don't think we finished this video, did we? I think we got totally sidetracked.
So bad. I mean, okay.
That's okay.
I'll give you this. I believe that some trans women believe that they're women, but that doesn't actually make it true. I know kids that think they're dinosaurs or dogs or cats, and that doesn't make it true. Just because you believe something doesn't mean that it's true. And the nice thing to do is to be honest and have a conversation and help these people who are feeling that way and understand why they're feeling like they reject the body that God gave them.
Yes. She's like, I have no idea how to answer that question.
Exactly.
She's like, God, what's God? I don't understand. Hi, Ash. She's in the house.
Baby girl.
Your horns can be taken 2 ways. Just saying. Olivia doesn't have horns. Olivia is a sweet, lovable, kind human being. And she gets frustrated like everybody. She gets short like everybody. She has her days as everybody, but she honestly is a saint. Okay? Just a saint. And she's tireless, timeless, works her ass off, and I give her plenty of praise.
Yes.
But she needs to learn how to speak up in the mic, okay? It's really all it comes down to. She needs to learn how to speak up in the mic. I'm sorry. That's just the way it is. Like my mom used to say, watch out for the quiet ones. Yeah, for sure. John Francis. Thank you, Pope. $21.10. Your Eminence, we appreciate you donating some of the Vatican dollars to us.
Holiness.
Pope Francis. We appreciate you. Matt, quit sucking up. Olivia is a sure thing.
Depends on the night.
Depends on the night, and that's why I give her alcohol. Thank you, Mr. Francis. Wait.
Different one.
Okay. I was like, she is a sure thing. Most nights. There's some nights where like a leaf blower and a bottle of KY isn't going to fix the problem. So
depends on my day at work.
Yeah. JD Stillwell donated $20. This $20 identifies as 200. See how that works? It doesn't. Let's get to goal, guys.
I love it.
That's
very true.
Thanks you could have just given me 200 and say identify as a 20.
That would have been better.
That would have been. I don't think your point was made really clear. I think you need to try again. JD. See, I like this better. I like it when we can joke around and have fun, and it's not so serious. You know what I mean? There was a time when someone would say something like, "Hey, you don't tell me how to," whatever. We're all family. We can give each other feedback.
Yes.
I'm really glad we watched the final 10 seconds of that video. It means nothing. 2 women from Minnesota. This is an interesting thing. Oh, thank God some donations are coming in. My God. It was brutal. Kimberly Jurgermeyer donated $20 for Miss Lewis. I adore Liv, by the way.
Thank you.
Is there anyone who hates, really, is there anyone who hates Liv? I know there's plenty of people who hate me, but is there anyone who hates Olivia? And if you do, why?
I'm sure there's a few people
I know who
out there.
did. What was that one Arab mad Muslim?
Frickin' Kyrie.
Remember that douche nozzle?
Kyrie can kiss my ass.
He doesn't you're not up to his speed. You're not a man.
Maybe I should hook him and Balls up. They might work well together.
That would be a relationship and
Or,
pure abuse.
Balls would have to dress up in a goat costume, and Kyrie would have to have Velcro gloves, and I think it would work well.
It's good. It's good, Liv. It's good. Yeah, Kyrie. Oh, that guy. Talk about a nutter. Holy shit. Now he's going to go make another 4-hour YouTube video about me calling him names. Anything to help your channel, bro. I know all those 76 people you have are important. Everybody loves Liv. How can you not? But she still can't speak into a mic properly. So I don't really give a shit about all that. I know how hot she is. I'm the one that gave her the roofies and the duct tape. I know. Okay? I know she's sexy. I get it. She's a MILF. I know she gets better with age. I get it. I know she can cook. I got it. I know. This is why I keep her around. But she still can't speak into a mic. And this was on the Nerd Fat podcast too. She'd be like, "So I really like Batman. Batman's a great movie. It's one of my Olivia. The mic's over here. Oh, I'm sorry. Is this better, man? No, that's a little too loud, Liv. Oh.
And the pickles.
Get the pickles. She can't talk into a
Someone
mic.
get this lady pickle stat.
I know you don't hate me, Margie. I know that. Everyone's like, we want strong, assertive men, and I'm stronger and assertive. Stop being so mean to Liv. Oh, I'm sorry. Honey, for the 400 millionth time, I was just wondering if you could possibly talk on the mic a little louder for everybody. Okay, thank you.
Stop being a pussy.
Matt, be a man. Oh, but not too much. Don't be a real man.
Wait, do more. No,
do less.
Do less.
The weather outside is weather.
No, you got to do more than that.
Come on, let's go surfing now. Everybody's learning how. Come on, surfing with me. Come on now, let's just go. You got to do more than that. Nope. A little bit less. Just do nothing. Do nothing at all. Well, you got to do more than that. So good. I need Olivia Spears pot pie recipe. Yeah. 2 women from Minnesota. Charges. Uh-oh.
Do you want to hear more from members of leaders from the Somali community to say, we need to look at ourselves, we need to hold our own neighbors accountable, because look at the damage that this has done to our community. What do you want to hear more from, instead of just saying, don't blame us? Do you want to see more ownership and oversight from within?
Oh, look at those. Look at those 2 Minnesota residents. You bet God. Yeah, wow, they really look like they're from Minnesota. Oh, from the Great White North, eh? Holy moly. Oh, you betcha. Looking to have some maple syrup and put it on my car battery to warm it up in the winter, eh? This is crazy. I can't believe these Minnesota. No, those don't look like Minnesotans. Those look like 2 people who are on the FBI's most wanted list who literally want to clack off into a village. No, I don't think so. No. It's ridiculous. I mean, seriously, ludicrous.
Not law-abiding citizens. If that were the case, there's a lot of white men should be holding a lot of white men accountable for the crimes that they have committed. I think for the community to maybe educate their population, because I think what you're seeing here is there's secondary victims in this, that there's providers inside the community that are then victimizing the community themselves by signing them up, because when we're going to some of these people, they're like, I had no idea I was in this program. So I think it's right. Asking us then.
They had no idea that they received $25 million. I thought it was a tax error.
I thought I was just gifted this money from the state. Yeah. I had no idea.
I thought this was for reparations for my black brothers and sisters who aren't black. And no, that's just, I thought if I married my brother, I won a sweepstakes. Uh-huh. You remember that time we got that $25 million and we were like, where's this come from? I can't believe it. How fortuitous. Give me a break, you douche.
For every crime, which of course the majority being committed by white men, asking us to do more about that. I think it's crime in general. And I think the biggest thing on this is just making sure that we're educating the population. And again, this is 80 people or so that have been convicted in this, maybe some more in that. Out of
nationally, it's in the tens of thousands. Yeah. Because you're talking about trillions in theft. It's not billions anymore. We've got 9 trillion missing from the Defense Department over the last 20 years. Go ahead.
I think the biggest crime of all is that Mr. Walz isn't going to be able to put tampons in boys' bathrooms anymore. Such a shame.
Yeah.
The donation didn't pop up. So Kat Alkire said 10 from me and 10 from Loretta. So thank you very much. Appreciate that. I don't know why.
Where was it? Was it on the video?
It was on the video.
That's why.
So is there certain windows I shouldn't put up donations?
No, it's just having problems, baby. It's just having problems. Hold on. Why is that there? Okay, so we're going to call this donation pop-up. We'll put that right there. Now it should work. Give it a try.
Hey, someone donate so I can try it, please.
Well, it's something we got to do. $81.10. The Trump Walk of Shame. This is interesting. This was on the Hollywood Boulevard. Olivia and I stayed down there. Mm-hmm. Olivia and I literally stayed above the Chinese Theater and the Man Chinese Theater. And I went there to see Indiana Jones and Star Wars when I was a kid.
That was pretty cool. We saw, I think Ryan Reynolds' star. We stopped on Ryan Reynolds. Shirley Temple. We saw Shirley Temple. I am talking loud.
You said, we went and saw Ryan Reynolds' star and then Shirley Temple.
Because I saw you go like that.
Will
so
you
I raised
just
my voice.
Exactly. That means if you had to raise your voice, it means that you had to raise your voice, sweetie.
I know, but when I said Shirley Temple, you were still going like that.
Yes, because because if I say anything, you get victimized. You have the fucking Don't Unfriend Me Nation ready to call the cops. He's abusing her again. He asked her to speak up. The nerve, that white cock oppressor. Trump Walk of Shame. Anyway, we stayed at the Chinese Theater. I saw Indiana Jones at the Chinese Man Theater. The one Olivia and I went to. We saw a movie there. Remember what movie we saw?
Quiet Place.
Oh yeah, it was so good. Then we came home and showed the kids when it came out. It was so good. It was fantastic. But we went to the Chinese Man Theater, watched Quiet Place. It was great.
Infamous. The Dodgers store.
But what a shithole. Like, it's changed. But we went there for Indiana Jones. We went there for Return of the Jedi. We went there for Star Wars 1. Shithole. Complete shithole. I was young for Star Wars 1. I think I was like 3.5. But I sat through it, I guess. But anyway, here is what happened on the Trump Walk of Shame. Here it is.
70 years. Almost 70 years.
Sir.
Anyway,
Good
luck.
Thank you, brother.
What?
Why were you stomping on his
Where were you
car?
dancing? All right, so this guy decides to go ahead and stomp on the Trump star on the Walk of Fame. And these people are recording, and they brought it upon themselves to interview him. And dude, if you have to look to be this offended, get a life.
Were you dancing for Trump?
No, I was stomping on him
Why?
as if I was stomping on his grave, which is where he belongs.
Why would you say that, sir? Why would you step upon
Why
somebody?
would you ask me such a dumb question?
Because we're big Trump supporters, sir. And the rhetoric like yours is what caused him to get shot at 3 times.
You are. With your skin color, you're not a Trump supporter.
What does my skin color have to do with what I think? Wow, you just did a lot of... You're going to go viral, sir. Thank you. Thank you.
So you want to talk about why you support Donald Trump?
Of course not.
Can you tell me why?
What a disgusting...
No comments.
What a disgusting man.
You are disgusting.
You should be ashamed of yourself. You should be ashamed of yourself. What a disgrace. What a disgrace. He just hit us with some death wishes for the president and then racism directed at me.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Do you have something for this? By the way, Gene says, live alone. Let's just throw the cat again. Thank you, Gene. Thank you, Gene. You understand. See, you know what I'm saying? You see, you don't just see, you understand.
No, I had Hayden come get the cat. She was driving me nuts.
Like she was going to throw her. So, Liv, your thoughts on these people?
I think they're all wrong.
Yeah, they're all stupid.
They're all stupid. Yeah. I think the dude with the weird hat on is like a Woody Harrelson wannabe because he was trying to sound like him. But
I just don't care.
But
so they stomped on the walk. Who cares?
Who
cares? And why would you say such a sensitive thing? Because it's America. You can say whatever the fuck he wants.
People walk on the stars all day long.
That's right. You think that people don't hate Jimmy Kimmel's star, or some people hate Adam Carolla's star, who he just got his star, by the way, which is outstanding. And yeah, the guy's a jerk. But why are you filming him do it? You're standing there filming him, waiting for someone to do it so you can go viral.
Yeah.
You want to go viral. So it's kind of like you're looking to be offended. I'm sorry. That to me, that's what liberals do. Like, you know what? They go into a cake shop, drive 33 miles to a cake shop in Colorado just for attention, because that's what they did. This is an attention ploy. So yeah, the guy's a dick. He's a dick. There's no doubt about it. But I'm sorry, the Cape Crusaders here, whatever.
I don't agree with them either.
They're just stupid.
But my favorite comment was, with your skin color, there's no way you're.
Oh yeah, like that's just like, you outed him. I mean, he's a douche nozzle for sure. I mean, there's no doubt. But so are you. You're kind of out there. You're begging for money, and someone gives you a quarter, and you call him a dick. You know what I mean? You're out there begging for change. Someone gave you what you wanted. They know what you're there for. He just gave you the clicks. Thank you, sir. You're going to go viral. That's the almost honest thing they said on the whole video, Yeah. But I'm just not, yeah. Mrs. says, I wonder if it was staged. Right. I kind of feel the same way. I mean, even panning to the woman, and he's like, oh, we got, and she's like, I know. We're so stupid. If you're that desperate for content, then you need to stop being a content creator. That's my opinion. Biden autopsy. Did you hear about this?
Bits and pieces, but no, I don't really know much about it.
Yeah. So after an election, usually within the first 3 to 6 months, you have an independent organization that does an autopsy report, essentially, which is posthumous from the election, to show why you died. That's why they call it an autopsy report. Why Kamala Harris lost. Why Hillary Clinton. Hillary Clinton had an autopsy report like 6 months after. Donald Trump, I don't believe he had one in 2020. And Kamala had one done for her almost 2 years. So this is the autopsy report. And the thing is that they go into Biden. But they don't go into Biden for the reasons you think they would go into Biden. So listen to this.
The autopsy that the Democrats didn't delve into that, but it should. Yeah. What kind of political system covers that up and makes it okay to lie to people about what everybody knows is true? The November choice.
Wow, that almost sounds sane. I wonder what you said in 2024.
This is between two old men. We know that. But tonight I want to talk about the Joe Biden that Republicans want you to see, and the pipeline of videos that aren't telling the full truth. Now, those videos are probably right now clogging the public consciousness as Americans start to think about their votes. And this is going to be really tough and tricky for voters to sort through, because some of these videos, if you're a regular person, you probably cannot even do the digging that would be required to sort through what is being chopped up, what is being deceptively characterized.
Sorry, 3 really good comments in a row. Loretta goes, they do it all for the clicks. Pathetic. Suzanne comes in, elevates. If they didn't want it stomped, they should have put it on a wall. Also good. They just would have spray painted it. Frederick Baldwin comes in and says he must have been a foreigner. A local would have just dropped a deuce on his star. So true. Or a heroin needle. Good call. So all great points from the Dumb Nation Gallery.
All of that.
That's right. And it's only June. You're already talking about whether the president's defecating in public. Imagine where we're going to be by October. The White House press secretary used the phrase cheap fakes, the idea of cheap fakes. Let me explain what that is to people. We've been worried for years about AI deep fakes, that computer generated images.
Let you guys know we are now live on Rumble, because Rumble decided to pull their heads out of their asses. So if you want to go back over to Rumble, you may.
Going to trick people into believing something that's totally false. Cheap fakes are a little bit simpler. They're cheap. They're just distorted, out of context videos, chopped up in certain ways, constructed in certain ways. That's what we're seeing. That's what the Biden administration, the Biden campaign is so worried about right now. But make no mistake, they are worried about this. This is a real problem. This is not some made-up fiction. The videos are oftentimes made up, but the problem is real. Because some of us, Abby, watch a 40-minute speech by Biden. We see the full context. Other people only watch a 5-second clip. And that's going to be something that's going to, I suspect, follow Biden for the rest of this campaign.
Wow, it's amazing that in 2024, it was all a deep fake. But then guess what? Do you remember? You weren't here last night. Jill Biden came out and said something. Do you remember what she did after his debate, what she said about Joe? Do you remember what she did? And you made fun of it, and so did I. Remember after the debate with Trump, they were doing the post wrap up where everyone was waving and Melania and Donald hugged, and then Dr. Jill Biden came out and put her arm around Joe, and she got on a mic and she said something. Do you remember what it was?
I don't, unfortunately.
Like, oh, Joe, you did such a good job. Oh, Joe, you answered all the questions. You did so good, Joe. Well,
that's like a kindergarten teacher.
well, no, she did that. But then, do you know what she said most recently about it? She said that it was so incredibly troubling that night because she thought that he had a stroke.
Oh, I did see something that she said that, but I haven't really seen everything.
You opportunistic. Your husband for, I don't know, since he killed his own wife and married the babysitter or some shit. That's bullshit, by the way. It's not true. It didn't happen. But it doesn't matter. I read that in somebody's diary. Anyway, so that's your husband. He's up there. You think he's having a stroke on national TV. And then you come out there and as a political advantageous plug say how well he did. You're either lying now or you allowed your husband up on stage while having a stroke. Either way, you are a piece of shit.
Yeah, I would agree.
You did a great job, Joe. We're going to go get you some ice cream. I can't wait for some ice cream. Ice cream's going to be good. Ice cream's my favorite. It's my favorite whole world. I love it. Will you poke me in the buttocks like Lieutenant Dan does afterwards, Jenny? I appreciate it, Dr. Biden. Okay.
Judge my physical and mental, my physical as well as my mental fitness.
America is a nation that can be defined in a single word. I was excuse me.
And Corn Pop was a bad dude, and he ran a bunch of bad boys.
He did. I love it when he said, Obama's clean and he's intelligent. Oh, God, dude, are you kidding me? Would you pull your hood off when you said that? I mean, he's a clean boy. He washes his toes and everything. He knows his letters, and he can put them together in big words like the and massa.
Poor kids are just as smart as white kids.
Oh, my God. Makes me want to break out in my Toby impersonation. This is a freak show. Now, this is what I was talking about earlier. Listen, this person, I want to be careful saying this. And in no way, shape, or form am I threatening anyone. Or do I believe harm needs to come to anybody. But like a spider in my...
He's trying to get the dog to go for a walk.
But like a... Ash, want to go for a walk? Come on, let's go.
Yeah,
go with brother. Walk.
There you go, Bubba.
That's how you do it. Command her like I do your mom.
You also give me treats afterwards when I obey.
Open wider. No. Wider.
Don't use teeth.
That's not the hole I was talking about. Oh, man, I love this job. She said that it was the only time she saw him like that. Excuse me. We only saw him on TV, and we saw him act that way more than once. Right. Like Kirsty, like he's just walking in the walls like a broken Roomba. Yeah. Why do men that's bald have hair on the side shave that shit off instead of going to a barber and pay $30 for a haircut? I agree. Yep. Rub my legs. Rub the blonde hair on my legs. Kids love jumping on my lap. And I love roaches.
I learned a lot about roaches that summer.
I love roaches jumping on my lap. Did you just call black people roaches?
Yes, you did. But if I found a spider, not a spider, like a little, tiny, if I found a widow nesting at the bottom of my bed, in between the boards and the mattress, and there were eggs and there was a black, I would burn my mattress. Now, I have a Tempur-Pedic Cloud because we bought it 10 years ago, 12, 14 for my surgery.
12.
And it was the price of a small car. I'm just letting you know. It was expensive, but it's for my back. And if you don't have a Tempur-Pedic Cloud, go get one. They're the greatest mattresses in the world. They last forever. But I would burn that thing. I kind of feel very similar to the person in this video. If this person woke up in my bed next to me, I would burn the bed with them in it. This is some weird shit. I don't know. Listen, I've seen some attractive trans women. I'm not going to lie. And I'm like, I wouldn't know the difference. And I'm kind of like, maybe a few bits of alcohol, I might be into it. Some really, really pretty trans women. They're out there. I'm just letting you know. They're out there. This is not that. This is like if Chewbacca fucked Lana Turner. You'll know what I'm talking about when you see the video.
Hi, everyone. It's Patagonia. Today, I'm breaking my silence about the lawsuit that the multi-billion-dollar corporation Patagonia has filed against me, a drag queen and climate activist.
Burn it with fire. With fire. Fire from the what do they call it? The Los Niños, the wind that's coming.
El Nino.
Burn it with the dryness of El Nino, right?
Mm-hmm.
I want climate wind. This is terrifying. Like, I don't know what this is. I don't know why you have a mustache, Sean. I don't know what's going on here. I don't know what's up with the face. I'm very confused, and it makes me uncomfortable. But this looks like cats.
Cowardly lion. That's what she looks
like.
like.
You look like
cowardly lion.
You look like
Holy
a satanic Wizard of Oz, right?
For trademark infringement. Patagonia told the media they're only suing me for $1. What they're actually trying to do is to take away my name permanently and threaten me with more than $1 million in legal fees. This is not a brand conflict. This is a corporation trying to erase.
He's actually quite astute. I am trying to kill him.
An activist. And this is how corporations bully individuals who cannot match their resources. Because this...
Folks, unfortunately, donations are drier than a popcorn fart tonight, and we can't play the rest of the video until we get some donations. I'm sorry. You can't get this amazing... I know you want to know the adventures of Patagonia, and will she survive the horrible corporation of Patagonia? Will they sue her into obscurity? Will she have to shave the stash for locks of love? Only you can find out if you donate. No, okay.
Would take away not only my activism and my career, but also the livelihoods of the team I employ. This is a betrayal of Patagonia's core mission, because if they're in business to save the home planet, why are they suing a climate activist? Over the last 4...
I don't know. Why are you wearing a carbinger as your earring?
Oh, I didn't even notice that. My gosh.
Are those leg stirrups, or so men can rappel from your earlobes down to your nether regions? It's an interesting. What's her cock ring, I wonder? You know what I mean?
No normal people look this way. I don't understand. I don't get it.
I mean, is it the O-ring from the space shuttle, or using a coffee can lid? What's going on downstairs if those are your earrings? I'm a little confused. It's just the whole ensemble is a little, even the half camo, half Kill Bill thing going on here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I'm a little, it's like G.I. Jane meets L from Kill Bill.
Months since the lawsuit was filed, I've stayed silent, courteous, and worked every channel I could to resolve this without going to court. But in the end, I had two choices. The erasure of my name, my advocacy, my community, and everyone I employ, or to fight for myself and to fight for us. So I am fighting, and I'm inviting you to join me in a simple call to action. Patagonia, drop the lawsuit. And I want to tell you how this story started, because it didn't start with a lawsuit. It started...
Patagonia, I'll start selling jackets if you don't drop the lawsuit. I mean, this lawsuit...
You're going to lose, bitch.
She's not going to lose anything. She's not trading on... Now, she's selling merchandise, which is like the outline of her body, and then it's the Patagonia logo or some shit. Okay, but They're suing you for something. I'm going to find out what it is.
In 2018, when I put on a pair of high heels on a backpacking trip and created my drag persona, Patagonia, named after a region in South America called Patagonia, a name that predates both me and the clothing brand by 500 years. And since 2018, I've built a community of more than 3 million people, a nonprofit teaching allyship in the outdoors, hired more than 600 artists and advocates, toured drag shows.
Whoops, just like I thought. Go figure. I knew exactly what it was about. Why? Well, because it's a clothing company, folks. And the only reason a clothing company is going to sue you is because you're doing something inappropriate with their brand. Here it is. Patagonia is suing Patagonia, gonorrhea. We're going to call her Patagonia, gonorrhea, over a trademark dispute, not because Patagonia is a drag queen. The issue is that Patagonia's name is a play on Patagonia, and she filed trademark applications to use Patagonia on clothing, merchandise, environmental advocacy events, and marketing. Patagonia urges that those activists overlap directly with its own business and activism work, creating potential brand confusion. That's why you're being sued, and that's why you're going to lose. They don't give a shit about your name, lady. You can call yourself that all you want. You're actually pretending to be a woman. So you can do whatever you want, obviously, but what you can't do is trademark infringe upon another copyright. So good luck with that. You're not going to have to change your name, but you will most assuredly have to change all your clothing brand.
Nationwide about climate solutions, and together we've raised more than $3.7 million for nonprofits. So here's the part that made my jaw hit the floor. Patagonia, a multi-billion-dollar corporation, went to federal court in January to say that I am causing irreparable harm to their brand by
if you file copyright patents against a sitting patent, this is why. You're trying to take Patagonia's brand.
And I guarantee some of that $3.5 million that it has raised are people that weren't smart enough to do the research and thought they were donating to the actual company of Patagonia. I guarantee it.
This is stupid. You woke this up. Okay, I got sued by you remember Got Milk, U.S. dairy farmers. Remember the Got Milk campaign? Yeah. Black, and it says Got Milk. Mm-hmm. Well, I had a shirt that says Got God, and they tried to sue me for it. So they filed. I never told you this, but they filed paperwork against me, an injunction on me, and a cease and desist. And the reason why is in my notes of it wasn't the logo, it was the description. And on there I said, this is based off the Got Milk shirt. And they said, you can't do that. And I said, well, sue me. And they said, we are. And I'm like, oh, okay, I'll see you in court. I've sold 3 of those. If that really is where, if you want to sue the guy who's selling Got God, I could use the publicity. And then I took it down because that is infringing upon their name. And I said, okay. And, I was fine. But if I would have filed a patent against them, how do you say it in Spanish? Miche? Niche? Milk.
Leche.
Leche. If I would have put Got Leche on a shirt and then went ahead and filed a copyright against Got Milk, of course they're going to come at me full-throated because they have to defend their copyright. You purposely shook the hornet's nest, stirred the hornet's nest, stirred the pot, whatever analogy, euphemism you want.
Doing, and I quote, motivational speaking services in support of environmental sustainability and organizing, arranging, and conducting trail and hiking events. I'm afraid and I'm frustrated. This is so much wasted time and money that could be spent fighting for the planet. And instead, Patagonia is taking me to court when I've offered them everything I could to avoid this. They chose this, not me. And while I don't know what will happen from here, I do know that they have more money.
Is that like when you chose your gender? Patagonia just needs to come out and goes, we didn't choose this at all. We were born this way. That's all they need to say, and they win.
Maybe.
Mic drop. That was good. Come on, that was actually good.
Maybe you can hire Dylan Mulvaney to be your spokesperson.
Oh,
and you would totally that would be.
I think Patagonia needs to hire Dylan Mulvaney to shut this person up. And we're not anti-trans. We hired Dylan Mulvaney. It worked for Bud Light. That's right.
And more lawyers, and they will use their full force, especially after.
Karen Vera says, you think the rug matches the drapes? Karen, you've been watching the show too long. Good for you, sister.
This video. Patagonia is one of the first things in my life that I am genuinely, deeply proud of. And the idea that this could all be taken away from me is my worst case scenario. Because if you've ever created something that mattered to you, a name, a community, a version of yourself that finally felt real, then I think you know what that fear feels like.
Because
my
I've been
name
living a lie?
is Patagonia. I chose it, I've built it, I've earned it, and I am not going anywhere. Patagonia, drop the lawsuit.
They're not going to.
They're not going to do it. You filed an injunction against their copyright, dipshit. You did this. World Radio donated $5. That's something we can't put towards our total, but we will put it towards the Rumble total. Being sued over inspiration, emulation over imitation, to protect your intellectual ideas and works in this overly litigious country. I'll buy a shirt. Or a jacket. Patagonia makes great stuff. It's not like members only. I mean, they came out of the 80s and you don't get laughed at for wearing Patagonia. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You wear a members only jacket or British Knights or Bugle Boy jeans, you're going to get laughed at. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
J. Malik Stroud says, or hermaphrodite, you know? We called them transvestites. Joseph Hillstrom donated $10.80. Great show. Just keep improving and growing. God bless you and the family. Thank you, Joseph.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, listen, I don't care if you're a transvestite. I don't care if you're transgender. I don't care if you're a person who is into burlesque. I don't care if you're a person who wears drag. I don't care about any of those things. But can you just pick? I mean, there's so much confusion going on there. I'm like, literally, why do you have a mustache? You know, I mean, if you're trying to look like a beautiful woman, and honestly, if you lose the cat makeup, I mean, the hair is it does look like Jessica Rabbit, and it looks like you got some sort of figure there, dude. At least try to make it somewhat interesting. The mustache kind of throws it off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a little weird. It's just a little weird. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
John says she's got a French tickler. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Members only. Folks, we're at $91.90. That is not great. Goal's going to go up in 10 minutes, and we don't want to talk about it. By the way, Black lives don't matter, folks. And it's not that I'm saying that. It's not what I believe. What I'm telling you is that the people who tell you Black lives matter, they don't matter to them. Because if they did, they would have possibly have done something over the last 75 years that Democrats have been running the modern day slave plantations in the inner city. Listen to this.
Don't I get locked up? Huh? What am I doing? Am I bothering y'all? Huh? If I hit one of y'all, I go to jail, right? Don't I go to jail? If I hit y'all, I go to jail, right? Come on! What's wrong with y'all, man? Come on, man!
They said he's not worth it. Let's go. No. Let me clarify what they meant to say. He's not white. Let's go. That's the truth.
Listen, relax. No, we're not fucking relaxed right now. You're looking at this pussy, bro. Don't relax. These are working class people just like us, bro. These are working class people just like us. What the fuck do you actually know about theory if you're not here for the working class? This is working class people just like us. Those are the working class traders, not them. These are not the working class traders. They fucking are. Y'all doing the fucking most, bro.
This isn't the only one. There seems to be a little bit of trouble in Libtown. They're starting to eat each other.
Oh, sounds fun.
Yeah. Well, not in this. These two women. If you claim that they're women, these are two liberal protesters that there's been fighting. And they're when you are around people who are wearing keffiyehs and terroristic garb, and you have people in there who are wearing Antifa shit and masks, and they say you're just a little too extreme, you might want to pull it back a little bit. Here is a woman I called it earlier on my video, 2 girls in a bottle, if you can call them that, and an umbrella. Play on 2 girls in a cup. Watch this. Matt, a lot of women love their hair, mustache, and their armpits. It's a new thing in 2026. Listen, I don't mind hair in the armpit. I don't give a shit. I don't mind her hairy legs during winter. I don't care. And if she forgets to shave, I don't really care. It doesn't bother me. That doesn't care. And honestly, if she rocks a Jewish dick fro, I'm good with that too. Whatever she wants to do. But if she grew a mustache, I'm leaving her. That's it. She's gone. She's cooked.
I'm good without it.
She's out. I'll be like, Olivia, I enjoy kissing you, but you need to lose the mustache. Is a conversation I don't plan on having. When I have to go down there with a weed whacker, I'm cool with that. But no, I don't want a mustache. No, I'm good. Thanks. Mine is supposed to do the only tickling in this house. Who wants a mustache, right? I do.
Oh,
I do. Women eat women libs. Here it is. So stupid.
Tuck the hand.
Look at this stupid shit. These people are so stupid. Look at this ICE agent. He's like, can I shoot him? Please let me shoot him. Please. These ICE people are just like, look at these fucking retards.
How do you like it?
I'm talking to you.
How do you like it?
You break your mom. You're gonna break his umbrella. It's not.
Ma'am, you're the one using the umbrella.
You use it as a weapon. You use it as a weapon. I'm covering your camera. I'm trying. She's holding on to it. She's holding on to it. I'm protecting. All I wanted was her camera. All I wanted was her camera. I'm protecting myself. From what? Protecting myself.
God, if they were only this effective at filling out a job application, you know what I mean?
If you didn't want to be filmed, why are you out there?
So stupid.
I hate them all.
I'm with you. It's become hate.
It really has. I hate.
You love thy neighbor.
No
more. No, I'm not loving anybody. No. I respect God. I love God. I appreciate him, but I'm a sinner, and I'm going to have to chalk this one up and ask for forgiveness. I hate these fucking people.
Yep.
I'm not even bleeping myself tonight. What? It used to be you would go out there to report. Now you got guys in tactical helmets and mics. I thought about going out and doing this, I have no desire. I know what'll happen. I'll end up in jail. There's no doubt.
Somebody will say something.
Somebody will say some shit or touch me, and that'll be it. And I can't do it. Liv, do you want to say something tonight? Because it's just not happening tonight.
Yes.
I'll put up the goal while you say something, because, this is brutal.
It is. It's, we've been doing really good, but 2 nights ago, we didn't hit it. So,
yeah.
You can donate. dumbshow.com/donate. Help us. It helps keep the show free. We'll never put it behind a paywall. But we need donations to help do that. Please.
So that was really good, Liv. Good job. Wait a few years, Matt. In a few years, she won't have to shave her legs. She will have more time to trim her mustache. Listen, I don't. Can I just say something? When women are like, oh, I'm getting fat, I'm like, good. Would you like another Eggo waffle? I tell her this. She's like, I'm hungry. I'm like, you should have another waffle. She's like, I just had 2. I'm like, you should have 3. Because I enjoy her. I like a full-figured woman. If I wanted to start a fire, I'd go get some kindling. I don't want Kate Moss. That's disgusting. I want a woman who's full-figured with a big-ass booty. And she fills that qualification. And she looks perfect, voluptuous. That's it. And I don't really care what anyone thinks. It's not you're not taking her to bed. I am. So I don't care. And as far as shaving legs, I really don't care. I don't care. Now, if it's you can braid and you're like, Rapunzel, let down your leg hair, we're gonna have yes, you need to shave that shit. But I don't care. A little bit of stubble under the arms, I don't care. I don't care. But women feel that they need to do that to be womanly, and that's fine. I'm all for it. But if it literally means like we don't get to bed because you're plucking, and we've got like a 15-minute window here, Like, let's not miss the reentry. You know what I mean? Pluck tomorrow. That's my thing. Yeah, I think everybody's the same way. If I didn't have a TBI, I'd be busting my ass to be back in law enforcement and get involved. Yeah, I can't get involved. I just can't. I can't deal with people like this. All 50 states dealing with fraud. Maybe it should start on the national level, and we shouldn't necessarily worry about each state. Why don't we go after people who accuse men of sexual assault and rape and then collect $96 million from fraudulent judges? Oh, wait, we are? Oh, Eugene Carroll is now under investigation.
Yay.
Isn't this interesting? Folks, we have a lot of people on. We need donations. Olivia tried. Was interesting. So I'm going to ask you, if you have a chance, please help us out. Remember, you can go to thedumbshow.com/donate. $5, $1, $10. Doesn't matter. Anything helps the show. $300 is not a lot. I'm going to show you why it's not a lot when we get to the Spencer Pratt video so you guys understand how much goes into the show. But let's go ahead and move on, and we'll explain that in a minute, especially if we haven't hit goal in the next 27 minutes. Eugene Carroll under investigation.
I call it the Mouse House because some very distinguished mice live here. Kahneman lives in the kitchen. Tversky lives in the bedroom. This is my shed. And on that side are the books that most influenced me growing up. On the door are the list of my dogs. Marky.
Let me guess, One Flew Over a Cuckoo's Nest is on there, I'm thinking.
Fortuna de la Spunky, Heidi, Tits, Bloody, and Hepburn. The streams and the rivers were dry, and it so horrified me that I came out and started.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is Pope John Francis' 476th birthday since his inauguration. Mr. Francis, happy birthday. Pope John Francis II is his birthday. Your Eminence, happy birthday. May you have 436 more, my good friend.
Happy birthday.
Donates $100. That's what
Thank
I'm
you, sir.
on your birthday, you give us $100. John,
That deserves a song.
yeah, I think. I
don't know how to sing it in Italian.
I'm singing
I
old
can sing
Gaelic.
in Spanish.
Do we have some Italian happy
I
birthday?
can sing it in Spanish, not Italian. Sorry.
I don't know what it is either.
Feliz cumpleaños a ti.
Yeah.
How was your walk, baby girl? How'd
Did you have
do?
a good time?
How'd you
Did she do okay? All right.
Did she give? Oh, hi. Did she give you crap when you put her leash on? No. She did it right away. Oh, she just does it when you're there.
Yeah, she listens to men. So here we go. Here's the rest.
Then I don't know why she listened to him, but
that's a good point.
Painting the rocks blue to indicate that there was once a river here. And then after I got done painting the rocks, I just sort of walked over here and then did that tree and then did that tree and then I did this tree. And then
the color of that woman's batshit in her cave is a particular shade of crazy.
Nuts. Nuts. Nuts.
I'm not going to sing it as Toby Master. I can't. You can't make me do that. Happy birthday to... Stop whipping me, mother. I'm trying. Happy birthday to you. Okay, I'll sing better. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Mr. Massa. To you. Now don't hurt me no more. Don't hurt Kunta Kinte. Call me Toby. It's okay. There it is. Pope Francis.
Goodness.
He's like, I'm black and you fuckers, I'll never watch you again. No,
Yes.
no, I haven't had a bowl of my
Yes.
strawberry red berries. Nope.
Yes.
No,
Yes,
no
he
bowls.
did. Last night.
You son of a motherless. You're the milkman's kid. Your mother wanted to abort you. Your mother hated. She didn't want a boy. She wanted a girl.
This isn't enough for you.
They're fighting over cereal.
Red berries.
Cereal.
It's Special K red berries.
Cereal.
It's Special K red berries.
Cereal.
Special K red berries.
Special. I'm going to put something special in it next time. So you...
Ooh. Mr. Sauce donated $20. Truck died again today, but hey, every little bit helps. P.S. Deb, I'm about to class up my walking feet. Sauce, we love you, Bubba. Thank you so much. We appreciate you guys. Next one, Eugene Carroll. First of all, she's under investigation by the Department of Justice.
Good.
And they should. Because if this was a lie, she should go to prison. And she's made 14 accusations of sexual assault. Lady, if you've been sexually assaulted 14 times, it might just be you. Hard to say, you know?
Yeah.
But here's the best one. Oh, man, this gets so good. This gets so good. What did I tell you? Anonymous donate 2110. So good to see you all. So good to see you. Do you guys want to understand something? I told you about Marjorie Taylor Greene and Thomas Massie, right?
Yes.
So what would be better than after Thomas Massie loses the election, Marjorie Taylor Greene is out of the spotlight? Now, what if I told you that they were bumping fuzz?
Are you serious?
I don't know. But I'm telling you, how many people do you take to Costa Rica on a boat right after you lose the election? Donation from Carrie Spricks, $5. Thank you, Carrie. That means a lot. We know.
Thank you.
When you donate, you give till it hurts, and we love to do it when it feels good. So we hope this is a feel-good one. $5 means a lot to us. Thank you. Marjorie Taylor Greene and Massie. This is it's no joke. Costa Rica.
Let me get out of the way.
Nice one.
That's it. Pull that fish in.
I wonder if she uses the Toby voice in bed. Yes. Cousin Massey.
That was good.
Where's your significant others?
Mm-hmm.
And do you think I would go on a woman? Let me try. Sorry. Do you think I would go with a woman down to Costa Rica on a boat without my husband or without my wife if I was...
I'd be a little suspicious if you took another woman on a boat to Costa Rica.
A little?
Just
what if I just decided to go to Costa Rica and be like, Randy, let's go to Costa Rica. And Brandy's like, sure, are you going to bring your husband? No. You going to bring your wife? No. What do you think would happen if you went with a man to Costa Rica without, do you know what I would do?
I flip out and fly to Costa Rica and be waiting for us when we land.
Like it'd be like 2 people mysteriously fell from a boat and we're here with the husband, Matt Spear. Mr. Spear, we have a quick question. No, I fucking killed them both. We didn't ask that, Mr. Spear. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. We're just wondering, are you worried about your wife? No, she's fucking dead. I killed them both. Mr. Spear, we haven't asked you that question yet. Oh, I'm so sorry. Please. No. She goes to Costa Rica with a guy. She better take the kids because I don't want them alone because she's not coming back from Costa Rica. I'm going to hire a hitman. If I went to Costa Rica, she would... my phone, I'd be getting a text every 5 minutes. She's like, I'm going to cut your balls off. I'm literally lighting all your miniatures on fire.
I'd make videos. I'd burn his abs stuff.
I just burned all your abs stuff, and I love the abs. The podcast room, I'm taking a sledgehammer to the TVs. Oh, no. No. But I find it interesting. Now, am I saying they're having an affair? No, I'm saying they went to Costa Rica together as she is in a bathing suit and Thomas Massie's in shorts and a shirt fishing on a charter without their significant others. No, everything's innocent. It sounds good to me.
I'll be right back. Sorry.
But is that what saving America looks like? Is that what America First looks like? Going to Costa Rica and spend... Okay, just want to make sure. She told CNN one of those people that somebody from the Democrat side talked her into doing this. That's why I think. I don't understand why. Their significant other is with them. Okay. But just not on that boat, right? It's kind of weird. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I'm not... There's been... Okay. Let me explain why this is weird. Let's just you and I have a talk, okay? Listen to me. She lives there with her new husband. That's fine. That's okay too. Let me walk you through this, okay? Just let me walk you through this. Marjorie Taylor Greene has cheated on her significant others multiple times. She went through her entire gym, and she's not known for her choices when it comes to lovers, okay? So we've got that. You got Thomas Massie, who was literally accused of some very inappropriate behavior with an intern that came out right before the election. And also before that, some freaky deaky stuff about him getting involved in chat groups and chat line and talking about his pine cone dick and all these other things. Okay. Does that make sense? Okay. You're two elected officials that the woke Reich are saying that they want those two to run for president. Be nice. Good. Thank you. They want him to run for president. And the optics are that you're on a boat in Costa Rica, you're fishing right after losing the election with Marjorie Taylor Greene. You were side by side with Marjorie Taylor Greene talking about Epstein for 6 months. You were standing in front of people that had signs calling President Trump a pedophile. And you guys don't consider this just to be the optics a little bad?
Yes.
So I stand corrected. You guys tell me that their significant others were there. I didn't see them on the boat. But fine. Fine. Thomas Massey comes down to Costa Rica to hang out with Marjorie Taylor Greene. Fine. Nothing wrong with that. But I do find it just a little sus that two people who are extremely questionable in their matrimonial commitments are down there in Costa Rica, and I just think it's a little interesting. If it's weird that Ted Cruz went on a trip and a vacation during an ice storm and people flipped out over that and said, you went on vacation during an ice storm, I think it should be a little weird that Thomas Massey just lost the election and him and MTG are down there going sword fishing in Costa Rica. To me, it's weird. That's it. Rumor has it that Massey and Bobart had a fling too.
In a theater?
No. She lives there now, guys. She sold her home and estate. That doesn't change the fact that it's weird. That's all I'm saying. Optics are weird. That's all. That's all I'm saying. Let me ask you a question. If Pam Bondi, and we're going to talk about Pam Bondi, and I certainly don't mean to use her in this way, but if Pam Bondi went down to Costa Rica and President Trump went down to Costa Rica and they got on a boat together, what do you think the headline would be? Okay, that's all I'm saying.
Exactly.
That's all I'm saying. It's weird. It's just a little weird. Don't you think?
I can see that.
It's a little strange. And there's no doubt in my mind that these two are going to run in 2028, or they are going to try to run for Senate in Kentucky to throw off the count in the House. Something's weird. It's just weird. That's all I'm saying. We need to watch it. I warned you about these two. They are not good people. They aren't. They're opportunists and they're grifters. Folks, $238 flat is where we're at. We are going to talk about Bondi. We're going to talk about a lot of stuff tonight. But right now, we are going to go into Bondi. Pam Bondi has thyroid cancer. And she's been fighting it. And this would explain probably why there was a step down. And we also know that Tulsi Gabbard's husband has bone cancer. We know that Susan Wiles is fighting breast cancer. There's a lot of cancer going on right now.
Yeah.
And it's concerning to me. But Pam Bondi, but people, of course, are being liberals and being the left and taking Pam Bondi's cancer diagnosis and making fun of it. Because this is what they do, because they're pieces of shit.
Breaking news. Cancer has Pam Bondi.
Not to sound totally evil, but Pam Bondi has cancer. It's always everyone but him, isn't it?
I'm gonna let you know something. The morality of it is, you're not getting any sympathy from any sane person. We don't care. Good morning.
Oh, that's terrible.
You seem kind of psyched.
No, I'm bummed.
Breaking news, former Attorney General Pam Bondi has just been diagnosed with thyroid cancer. Anyways, what's everybody having for dinner? I had tacos, and they were great.
Bitch, you are a cancer. Wonder how the Dow's doing.
Sorry, I'm eating. So the streets are saying that Pam Bondi, got diagnosed with thyroid cancer. So for lunch, I'm having a bowl of chicken with some avocado and brown rice. It's very delicious. You guys should try it. It's seasoned to perfection.
This is terrible. Does anybody know if the thyroid tumor is okay? Buck up, Pammy! The Dow is over 20,000 points!
I hate them all.
The thing is, man, I hope none of you do. It is, I have 3 friends right now who are fighting and struggling with cancer, and it is a horribly tremendous disease that eradicates and eats the very best of us, and it has no appetite for discernment. It has no appetite for selection. It just eats away and destroys whatever it touches. And I, no matter how vile you people are, and you're the worst of the worst. If you were on fire, I wouldn't piss on you. But I would never wish cancer on my worst enemy. And you know, you just obviously have never been affected by it. You have no idea what it's like, and it's your ignorance. You're like young children, all of you people. You haven't been taught the difference between right and wrong because you believe that morality is a construct. And you don't believe in objective morality. We talked about it at the table tonight. Mm-hmm. You dehumanize people. You castigate people into some sort of box. And that's what the Nazis did. And you guys scream about Nazis, but your behavior is worse. Germans celebrated Jews. You know, Germans went and collected the ashes of burned down businesses and put them in bottles. And put them in caps as remembrances of when they burned the Jews down, and they burned them and put them into the ghettos. Do you know the gold stars, once they were eradicated from Germany, they would take those as memorabilia for the removal of the Jews? They took pride in it. People are sick. And I will tell you, karma may not get you, but you're going to have to answer for your hatred. And listen, I get it. I hate you people as much as you hate us. And I'm going to have to answer to God about my hatred. But what I'm not doing is wishing ill upon you. I'm not wishing you to experience the most agonizing and destructive force possible to end your existence. I hope you feel grace, because that is when you will feel shame. Is when you feel the grace of God and He enters your life, you will be ashamed of who you were. And that will stop you from being who you are more than anything else in the world. Mm-hmm. But it will be real change. It'll be real change. It won't be fake. It won't be some studio of change. It will be true, meaningful change. And I pray for that for you. I really do. I truly mean that to all those people because they're sick. But what I don't condone are the people who are programming their kids. You deserve the most painful and agonizing death known to man, because you are now taking an innocent life and destroying that child based upon your own evil nature. And that, in my opinion, gives you no quarter. I will not pray for you. In fact, I pray your child is taken away from you because there's this person who did this, and this is the lowest of the low.
Everybody has cancer? How is that possible? The town is over 80,000.
Yeah. Wait. Pam Bondi has cancer? How is that even possible? The town is over 50,000.
Yeah, that guy needs to go straight to hell. May you get hit by a truck on your way to work. Like, the exact opposite. The people who are saying those things, they know, but this guy, you have a child. And you know what you're doing is wrong. You know, you're not going to use your kid like that. There's a reason why we don't bring our kids and make clever videos of them saying what we're thinking. It's like that stupid ad, remember? Baby, yeah, mommy, who won the race? Trump did. I didn't think he could win for a third time. He can now, baby. He can now. I don't know. You're a mother. I mean, is that? God, that just pisses me off.
You want to know what's going to happen? Is that father is going to reap what he sows when that kid turns into the biggest bully in school.
Oh, or the biggest bitch, soy boy, who takes it up the ass in Folsom County.
And that kid is going to be mean to everyone that he comes into contact with. And that parent and that dad is going to have to deal with the aftermath of that, because that's what he's teaching him to do.
It's horrible.
I'm sorry. You don't teach children
It's
to
just
hate.
wrong. Pam Bondi's a lot of things, but an evil woman, she is not. And I feel for her, and it's hard. It's so hard.
You know, and when Joe Biden was going downhill, I never wished any ill intent. In fact, I was like, I know he's got dementia.
Yeah, you even said that.
He's got the start of dementia when he was running. I knew that. And all I said was, I feel bad for him. And his wife should be ashamed that she's allowing this to happen, because I guarantee she knew.
Yeah.
And the fact that she allowed it to happen, it's elder abuse, and I think it's completely wrong. So I don't like Joe Biden, but I would never wish ill intent on anyone. Just, ugh.
I know.
Horrible people.
I know.
Horrible human beings.
I know. But like I said, the other people, but that guy, you have a kid and you are a threat to your child. You're a piece of shit.
Yeah.
$250 bill. Trump. Mello donated $51.99. Thank you, Mel. We love you, sister.
You.
Puts us at $289.99. We're about $10 shy. Yeah, Laura says that man needs his dick knocked to the dirt. Horrible POS. Isn't it amazing? Everyone has the same reaction I did. It's like those other people. It's like, okay, they're pieces of crap, but may they find God. That person, no, you're irredeemable. You're not.
Piece of shit.
You're just literally destroying your child, and you're creating a hateful, vindictive child, and it's wrong. It's wrong. Yeah, 1 in 3 people get diagnosed with cancer. Chances are they will have somebody in their circle of friends and family that will get it. They sure do. And that's horrible. Nobody. We should be praying for cancer to be cured. And if we didn't have a pharmaceutical company, an insurance company that has no desire to have it solved, we probably could. Just saying.
Yeah.
Okay. $250 bill. There's rumors that Trump is creating a $250 bill. I will be buying that.
Interesting.
And framing it as soon as it comes. If I can find $250, that Olivia will let me have it. Here is Scott Bessent talking about it.
I don't really understand this Washington Post article. That who hears from the Post? Yep. Terribly written, terribly edited, because basically what it says is that Treasury is following the law, and that we've created the bill, and that it's up to Congress, but that we follow the bill and it's up to. I didn't really understand what the story was.
So,
but anyway,
appointees aren't involved in that. 2 of your political appointees.
Yeah, of course, but we prepare for everything if it gets passed. Just like we were ready 6 months in advance for the one big beautiful bill for tax guidance.
I don't give a shit if Trump gets a bill. It is kind of faux pas to have a living president on any money.
Yeah.
That is something, but who cares? Who gives a shit? Give the man a $250 bill. Why not? He's earned it. Honestly, I wish he would make a $47 bill. I'd buy that shit. A $45 and a $4,547. I'd buy that bill.
Exactly.
I don't know how to afford it. Who cares? Is this really what we're worried about? Now Trump is he going to be on a postage stamp next, and we're going to flip out that he's on a postage stamp? Just get a life, people. It doesn't matter what he does. You're going to be outraged. So it's like, why do we even report it? Who cares? You're mad at everything. Liberals are mad at Trump again today. It's another day that ends with why. Doesn't matter what he does. Trump crossed the street. Oh, you heard the cross? He's sure he burned it. He burned the crosswalk because he's a Klan member. We get it. It's so clever and cheeky. It's so stupid. Doesn't matter. We weren't this way with Obama. Now I understand the tan suit shit. Okay, I get it. Like, that was stupid. I understand the birth certificate shit. I understand, I get it. You know what? In fact, I do get it. We can be just as petty and stupid and trivial. And I have to say we, because even though I wasn't, I still have to include the party that I'm involved with. But Biden, we weren't that petty with Biden. When he fell over with his bike and would go out and have ice cream and literally shit his drawers and go and try to have a conversation with the Easter Bunny because he thought he was the president of Pakistan. Yes, I'm going to make questions and I'm going to make some jokes. But I figured we mellowed out with Biden. We were not as hard on Biden as we were Obama. Obama just triggered everybody. It didn't matter what Obama said. Everyone hated him. But you guys are now 100%, this Trump derangement syndrome has to stop. It has to stop. Patricia Ann says, did you get her donation?
Not yet. I have not seen it come through.
Not yet, Patricia.
Well, I'll keep looking, but yeah, I haven't seen it come through yet.
Yeah.
So.
Was it PayPal?
Yeah, let me know, PayPal or Venmo, so I can keep my eye out for it.
What the hell is she doing?
I don't know.
She hacking up a lung?
What are you doing over there? She's like falling asleep and just sighing or something. I don't know.
It sounds like she's choking.
Ashy.
Ash, come here.
Come here.
What the hell are you doing? What are you doing, freak?
You okay there?
Are you okay? Okay, go back and do your shit. Go sit down. Go lay down.
She's like, but you called me, Dad.
Let's hope they put Trump on Mount Rushmore. Think of all the libs that would jump off. Oh, yeah, that's so good.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
72 liberals jumped off together hand in hand off the Trump Rushmore in protest. I think you know what they should do? They should blow it up and just make the Trump family and just have them all melt down. Put Don Jr. and Ivanka and Melania and the Trump more. Just really piss them off. Scott Bissett is awesome. Yeah, he is. This is New Jersey. This is the death threats against ICE. These are the people that say we want ICE unmasked. These are the people who say these things. Watch this. I wonder why they wear masks.
Kill your whole fucking family! Your whole fucking family is dead! Your children, your wife, all dead! Put your, my boy! I have your face, motherfucker! You're dead! Dead! Boys to back up and put your stick down, because I'm about that life. You said come on? You said come on, right? Yeah, it's small now. Put your stick down, tell your boys to back up. I'm about that life, my boy. I'm about...
I said it at dinner tonight. If you just shoot one of them, it'll all stop.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, am I wrong?
No.
Like, seriously, you just threatened his family. At some point, this has got to cook off. At some point, I'm done. I'm just done with it. You just threatened that guy's family and said you're going to kill his wife and kids. Why isn't every ICE agent literally wrapping that guy up, bouncing him off the ground a few times, and just jabbing him in the kidneys, wrapping him up, throwing him in jail, and taking him downstairs and just beating the living shit out of him? I mean, what happened to... I mean, seriously, I'm done with it. If this was Los Angeles in the 1960s, and it has nothing to do with race, you're a white guy and you hit a cop, you're going down to jail, and you are getting your ass billy clubbed. Does it need to get to that? Yeah, I think it does, because now you're threatening to kill cops and kill their families. Yeah, you need to go.
Well, they're just taking precedent from politicians like our lovely AG of Virginia, Sorry, I thought I was talking loud.
Now you are. Now you're talking great. Now you're right on line with the EQ. Listen. Am I calling for violence? Yeah. Don Bradley donated $10.25. Hope this helps. Yeah, I'm calling for a little violence. You know what? It's time to start taking some nightsticks to some of these people. Enough of the tear gas. Enough of the let's get some rubber bullets into their chest. Let's let them feel. Let's find out how committed these people are.
Yes.
Because I'm sorry, what you're doing is you are attacking a federal facility. This isn't protest. You're attacking a federal facility.
And you're threatening violence.
That's it. So you're going to jail. You're going to jail. All right, moving on. Man threatens to kill Erica Kirk. Here's another example. It's just crazy. Listen to this shit. This is just nuts. Anger I get. Wanting people executed isn't the answer. Bullshit. It's not the answer. Why? They execute Charlie Kirk. They execute cops. They blew off fingers. They blew out eardrums. They blinded police officers. They shot 5 cops in Dallas. What are you talking about? No. Yeah. Abuse of power this isn't abuse of power. These are people who are physically attacking officers, threatening their families at a nice facility. This is federal property.
If this was in my home, that dude wouldn't be here anymore.
That's it.
Because he's threatening my family on my property.
Yeah,
and I have every right to defend myself.
No. These cops, if someone says that to you, I'm going to kill your family, I'm going to kill your kid, you have every right to defend yourself. I'm sorry. I completely disagree vehemently. Because these people aren't playing by your laws and your rules. These people want these cops dead. These guys are they are escalating to a point where they are literally going to kill ICE agents. They already have. I mean, do you guys not remember 2019? Do you not remember 2020? Do you not remember the amount of cops that were killed? Like 290 some odd cops were shot in the line of duty. They were bringing them in. Remember Dallas, Texas? Mm-hmm. They were calling these cops in and shooting other cops. And when other cops showed up, they would kill those cops too. They were calling them in so they could murder them. This isn't okay. So I'm sorry. You have to hunt these people down. You need to hunt these people down.
They're not human beings.
Yeah. I completely I disagree with you. It's not about violence. See, this is the problem. This is the mentality that creates these people. It's passivity. Oh, well, their rights are so important. They're violating their rights. The moment that they remove somebody else's individual rights, their rights are suspended. Habeas corpus and due process, if you commit a crime, those rights cease. And yes, you have to do it in a court of law. Fine. But you know what you can do? You can take a baton to the kidneys. You can piss a little blood. You can lose a couple teeth. I'm fine with that. But I'm not talking about someone who's out there peacefully protesting. These people aren't peacefully protesting. They are throwing vile shit at people. They're throwing bricks at cops. They set off fireworks in cops' ears. We have cops who've lost fingers, who are blinded, who are deaf. They're doxing them. They're saying now, I'm going to kill your wife and kids. When are you folks going to be happy? When they finally just open up and start shooting and murdering cops? They've already done that. They did that in El Paso. We saw it with ICE. What did they do? They wound up killing illegal immigrants. The people that they're supposedly care about, they shot into an ICE van and killed illegal immigrants. Give me a break. I'm done with this shit. It's not violent to protect yourself against people who want to commit violence. These are men who understand the art of violence. They are professionals at it. Most of them are ex-military. And if you're going to try to commit violence and atrocities on people who have professionally been taught to commit violence, you're the biggest idiot in the world.
Yes. I would agree.
Yeah. I don't know. I understand. I thank you, Bobby Richardson. I believe civil rights. I understand that the people, if you're out there threatening to murder cops, your rights cease. That's it. There's no judge and jury. You're on tape saying it. Bobby, God bless you. You know what I'm saying? Preponderance of evidence has been proven. You deserve to be hogtied, arrested, and thrown in prison, and you'll get your court date. And what you did right there was you threatened to murder somebody. It's a felony. It's a felony. It's it. You're done. You're cooked. So yeah, I don't want to go out and hurt people. I don't want to go out and beat the shit out of people for no reason. But that guy, the moment that you say, I'm going to kill your kids, every single cop should have been on top of that guy. And they just, you know what? I will have my union rep and I'll take my suspension for 2 weeks. I'll take some anger management courses. This is my first offense. I'd be like, anyone have an offense this week? No? Go get them. You're going to get suspended for 2 weeks. You're going to have to go see a counselor. Then you'll be back on duty. Everything will be fine. No, because here's the thing. If I'm standing there and I'm with my neighbor and somebody comes up and says, I'm going to kill your wife and kids, what do you think I'm going to do to that person? Why should cops be any different? Oh, they have to hold themselves to a higher standard of the law. No, they don't. They were just threatened that they were going to be murdered. Get that guy off the street and get him in jail. Protect that man's family. But they left him there. What did we see the last time they left someone? What happened to Pretty? Went and kicked the car, was begging to get killed, had this gun on him then. And then a week later, what happens? He gets shot. And then what happens? You're this close to another riot. If Pretty was black, there would have been riots. No, you have to start putting these people in jail. You have to start arresting these people and bringing federal charges because the states and the cities won't do shit.
They're federal agents, so federal charges should get them.
Yeah. Man threatens to kill Erica Kirk.
Breaking moments ago, a man reportedly accused of threatening to kill Erica Kirk. He is under arrest in Texas, according to local media. Police reportedly saying he posted about a bombing at a Turning Point USA event where Kirk is scheduled to speak next week. TPUSA says the event will go on. Senior correspondent Alicia Cunha live in Denver. Hi, Alicia.
Hi, Martha. And this threat not only targeted Erica Kirk, but Turning Point USA events across the board. News stations in Texas report Jacob Wensky of San Antonio was arrested earlier today and now faces 2 felony counts for making terrorist threats against Erica Kirk and TPUSA's upcoming women's leadership event in that city. According to local reports, San Antonio police were alerted to Wensky after he allegedly commented on social media, quote, "I know exactly where to bomb." Investigators, according to reporting, say he also wrote in an email, quote, "Death to Erica Kirk and every single speaker there. America will live on without those scum of this earth. Every Christian nationalist shall perish in the bombing that will take place at every single Turning Point rally and event." TPUSA responded to the arrest on X, saying the organization takes all threats seriously and is working with law enforcement, adding, quote, "We are grateful to the San Antonio Police Department and the FBI for their rapid response and arrest of the individual making these threats. We refuse to let threats silence us. We look forward to a successful and inspiring gathering." Erica Kirk, her family, and the organization she...
Once again, you guys, I don't want Nazis. I don't want the Gestapo. I don't want the Politburo. I don't want the Spetsnaz. I get it. I don't want any of those things. But there's a fine line between being a Nazi and being completely passive and progressive. We need to find middle ground again. If you look at what Giuliani did in New York, the stop and frisk laws may have been racial profiling. I don't care. I don't give a shit. There comes a point where you've got to go into Chicago and fix this stuff. And yes, civil liberties might be stretched. That's just the way it is. But they're committing crimes.
They're already doing it.
This isn't a Benjamin Franklin moment, okay, folks? This isn't a moment where the founding fathers would roll over in their graves. No, the founding fathers, you know what they would have done? They would have rounded these people up and hung them. They would have given them a trial and they would have summarily put them to death. That's what they would have done. Because it would have been treasonous and seditious. That's it. Just whether you like it or not, our founding fathers weren't a bunch of pussies. They fought a war over this shit. They don't like their personal property threatened. They don't like their livelihoods threatened. They didn't like their families threatened. They didn't like taxation without representation. They didn't like lawlessness. The founding fathers would have risen up against these people and snuffed them out. God, I love people who just don't even know anything about our founding fathers. They weren't a bunch of passive fat men. No, they were men who fought wars. And they fervently and passionately died for a belief in this country. What they did is sign their death warrants when they signed that letter of the Declaration of Independence. And they were signing of, come fuck with me. Let's go to war. Enough of the passive attitude. Am I calling for civil war? Am I calling for you to kill civilians? No, I'm telling you to go after these people who fund Antifa. I'm telling you to go after these people who are funding these groups, who are funding this attack against Jews, attack against people who say abortion is wrong, attack the parents, attack Christianity. Bring the fight to them. Bring law and order back to this, because what this is just malicious anarchy. And these people have no fear because they know that they're going to have their bail posted by some rich billionaire.
Yep.
Put them in jail. Every single one of those people. You put J6ers in jails for jail for what? A year and a half without any court date? Do the same thing. Hold these people and say that they're domestic terrorists. Put them in jail for 18 months. See what they do. Oh, it's okay when it's Republicans. These people are quintessential, by definition, domestic terrorists. Treat them as such. It's time to play hardball. I'm sick of this shit.
Is.
I'm sick of this. Oh, there's civil liberties.
If a father at a school board meeting defending his daughter who was raped can be considered a domestic terrorist,
Yes.
then absolutely
Yes.
they are domestic
Yes.
terrorists.
If Olivia and I are domestic terrorists because of our belief of having a conversation with our kid and asking her about what the school's talking about with trans agenda, and we're being told that we're somehow terrorists, or we have the Don't Tread flag, which is literally Virginia state flag, that somehow we're classified as domestic terrorists, give me a break. What I'm saying isn't domestic terrorism. What I'm saying is I'm calling for rule and law. And if these people continue to keep showing up at rally after rally and threatening ICE officials, and they are recorded, you need to throw the book at these people. 3 strikes and you're out. I'm sick of this shit.
They got to make sure they don't go to liberal judges because they'll be back out on the street.
That's the whole point. So remove these judges for dereliction of duty, for breaking the oaths of the constitutions of this country federally and by the state. Come on. I mean, enough of this shit. Why are criminals allowed to get away with crime? And this goes for the J6ers too. They serve their time. There's about 20 of them who deserve to serve 20, 50 years. I wouldn't have cared. But most of them served their time for what they did. Most of them, it was trespassing. They deserved their time and they served it. Tired of this shit. I'm fired up tonight about it. Katie Couric and Jim Acosta are afraid that ABC and NBC are going to become state propaganda channels. Who wants to tell them?
And I'm very worried about what's taking place right now, because now it looks like it's a fait accompli that Paramount is going to be able to gobble up Warner Brothers Discovery, the parent company of CNN, and that you're going to have what is essentially the makings of a propaganda giant in this country. And Katie, what concerns me so much about this is that you and I have been in this business long enough to know we haven't had that before in this country. And folks might say, oh, it's a bit hyperbolic to say, oh, it's going to be propaganda and so on. You were taking 2 news organizations, CBS and CNN, that had been basically operating as, regular.
Why does she look like she's applying for Brad Pitt's role in Ocean's 9?
Oh my gosh. Okay. No, go away.
Tried and true news divisions and in fact trying to turn them into.
Yeah, we're giving some overtime tonight. We're only $21 over, but yeah, we're giving some. This is what happens when we hit goal. We can just go and have some fun. But when we're constantly just like every minute we stay on, we didn't hit goal. It's costing us money. We got to go. But if we hit goal, shit, guys, the show can be 4 hours if you fund it. But it costs a lot of money, man. We had to have a trouble call for Comcast to come out. It's not cheap. We're not a conglomeration. We're not a big corporation. We're not funded by the RNC. We don't have unlimited donors and sponsors. We're caught in a rock and a hard place. We're not big time and we're not small anymore. We're medium, which means we have to find a way to fund the show. And until sponsors come and we get that big contract, or maybe we never will. It's resulted in donations. That's the way it works. But yeah, we'll give you guys overtime. We're here for you. We're cool. We're hip. We're with it.
Propaganda arms of the Trump administration.
Yeah.
Is he effing serious right now?
It's Jim Acosta, dude.
Are you
of course
serious?
He is. Dead serious. It's Jim Acosta.
He's afraid CNN's going to turn into a propaganda machine. Actually, it might turn into a real news channel.
God, wouldn't that be nice? Susan Collins.
Cow.
I hit Susan Collins a lot, but I got to give her credit here. Susan Collins actually comes out with a win, and she goes after the Nazi Planter. You know, the guy with the SS Nazi death tattoo from Maine? Mm-hmm. Well, Planter went ahead and said, oh, well, Susan Collins sent me to war. Okay, listen, douche nugget. You guys, you're milking this thing. A lot of people went to war, big guy. Here's Susan Collins, and what she says is perfect.
Senator Collins, Mr. Plattner says that you sent him to war, but in fact, he enlisted twice.
Correct.
What is your comment on that?
Well, first of all, he not only enlisted twice after the war was started, but he also went to work for a security company, a controversial one named Blackwater, after his term in the service was over. So I respect anyone who steps forward to serve their country. But the fact is, that was Plattner's decision to serve. He was not drafted.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Volunteer-based Army, military, Navy. Hi, puppy. Oh,
She's following the kitty cat.
Asha is trying to beat up the kitty.
Yep. They loving.
Let's see. Yep, she's rubbing on her. They're walking around. Look at this. Oh, look at Yenny love on the puppy.
And Ash isn't trying to bite her head.
Well, we got to go back to that scene. That should get some donations. Folks, we have to get rid of the dog and cat if we don't make goal. They won't have a home anymore. They need your help.
They're done.
They're done. That was enough love for the week. Last video, then we're out of here, folks. If you haven't donated, you haven't had a chance. Patricia, it didn't come through. Don't worry about it. No big deal, but just wanted to let you know. But if you're... What was that?
That was just something from the church.
Was it Daryl?
No.
Yes, it was. It said prayer for Daryl.
I think his father had a heart attack.
Could you please pull it up, please?
Yes.
You forgot how fast I can read.
Yeah.
How long did you have that up? A quarter of a second? I read the whole thing.
No, different Daryl.
Okay. I had to check.
Yeah.
But I did read it.
Yeah, different Daryl.
Plattner's a douche plow. Jimmy Kimmel had something to say. I'm going to break this down for you, too. First of all, people are douche nugget. Oh, yeah, douche nugget's a great word. Dude, will you ban Thomas Mueller? This guy's a troll. He's hitting all the women, and he's trying to build relationships. Ban this fucking guy.
Mm-hmm.
Get rid of him. Dude, I was born at night, but not last night. I know the game you're playing. So knock it off, con artist, dick fuck. Leave these women alone. Get rid of this dick fucker. What a twat waffle. Oh, wait, I didn't know. I'm just no, dude. First of all, your profile. What a douche. Get rid of this guy.
Mm-hmm.
Is he gone?
In 3, 2, 1. He should be gone now.
Good. Get rid of him. He's he's AI responses, and he's hitting all the women. Ladies, don't fall for this guy. He's a twat waffle. Look at his profile. Okay. Don't mess with my people. Come at you, Holmes. Don't worry about Patricia. Take your time. No rush. Whatever. I don't. It doesn't matter. We love you either way. Last video. Kimmel. Here's the thing. Is he's going after Spencer Pratt because, of course, Jimmy Kimmel is a liberal. And somebody asked me, does Spencer Pratt have a chance? Listen, this is Los Angeles. I don't think any Republican has a chance. Yeah, he's polling at 22. We'll see what happens. It depends if people are done with Bass or not. And can Pratt, does he have any solutions? He certainly has all the problems. But Kimmel is right in one thing. Does Pratt have ideas that can actually be effective? I looked for a platform. I don't see one other than they burned down my house. Now, he's making a lot of them nervous, and that's a good sign. So maybe anybody can win, and I like Pratt. Don't get me wrong. I think he's great. You need to have solutions. If you're going to be a mayor, you got to be responsible for a lot of money, and you got to have some solutions to what you're trying to do. But here's the thing. He's hitting on him. He's hitting him about staying in the Bel Air Hotel. And Jimmy Kimmel is saying it's a $1,500 a night. First of all, it's a lie. Jimmy Kimmel, once again, is using his platform on the national stage to lie and slander somebody. And I'm going to prove it to you. I'm going to show you exactly the breakdown. I'm going to do it all in my head. So stay here and watch this because you should use this. The Democrats are going to be all over Pratt about his Bel Air visit, which I already went ahead and broke when he went on TMZ and challenged them for this. But I actually have the billing receipts, and I'll break down exactly how much he spent. Here it is.
So then you get a guy who was on a reality show, who's on a lot of reality shows. His profession is to be the screaming jerk on reality shows, and his house burns down. And even though he had no private insurance on his house and doesn't believe in climate change, he is understandably upset about his house burning down. And since he's a moderately famous person, he gets attention. He's on the...
He did have insurance, but they canceled the insurance. And they did this to a lot of people. They did this in Hawaii because this is what insurance companies do. Of course, Jimmy Kimmel doesn't understand that with his $3,000 suits because he's never a man of the people and never was a man of the people. So now you're going to go ahead and insult a man because his house burned down. That wasn't his fault. And a lot of people can't afford flood insurance and fire insurance because it's so freaking expensive. That's right.
News, he's on social media, and for the first time in his life, people are agreeing with what he has to say. It's hard not to agree with what he has to say. He's angry about the same problems a lot of people here are angry about. Does he have solutions to those problems? No, but at least he's acknowledging that they are problems. So then this angry reality show star, who grew up wealthy and popular and is not very wealthy or popular anymore,
once again, another hit, an elitist. He's an elitist. Jimmy Kimmel has went from grabbing women by the ass and sniffing their behinds while they're looking through a telescope, and women bouncing on trampolines and being a sexist, misogynist dick who dresses up in blackface and pretends he's Carl Malone, and Oprah Winfrey is now the woke man of the ages. He's an elitist. He's an elitist snob. This is who he is.
He starts to enjoy the attention. He starts to think, you know, I should be mayor, which is a statement that should make everyone laugh. But not everyone is laughing. Not everyone sees this as a joke. Right now, if you believe the polls, 22% of them are going, you know what, you should be mayor. And not only are they telling him he should be mayor, they're even going so far as to give him money for his campaign, some of which he immediately spent on moving into a $1,500.
This sounds so much like 2016 with Trump. Man, this was crazy. These guys were writing checks to Trump's campaign. They want him because they thought he was going to split the vote because he was really a closeted liberal. Then they found out that he was talking things like Constitution and family values and abortion is wrong and securing our borders. And they flipped on him in a New York Minute. They all said he didn't have a chance, and look what happened. There is a point where people are so sick of the liberals that they will vote for anyone other than liberals. That's the whole point of this. This sounds so much like it, but this is the point where he's lied already, but he flat out lies in just a second. Listen.
A night room at the Hotel Bel Air. He's living at the Hotel Bel Air at the same time he's running a video claiming he lives in a trailer on the burned out lot where his house was, which he is not. He is living at the Hotel Bel Air and using campaign money to pay for that. And yet still there's a group of people, many of whom believe themselves to be liberals, who are so angry they're willing to overlook this.
First of all, he has spent since April, this is April 3rd of this year. How long is that? April and May?
Almost 2 months.
Almost 2 full months. He has spent $15,000 at the Bel Air. He says it's $1,500 a night. Now, anybody, even George Bush, can figure out that math, it doesn't hunt. But let me tell you, that also includes security, food, board meetings, communications through telecom. All of that is through the hotel, including eating 3 meals a day and staffers as well who are working with him. That's $15,000. That comes out to $333 a day. Not all of that's for a room. And for a room in Los Angeles, $333 a night that has decent security because he's getting death threats is not an exuberant amount of money. I mean, it's certainly not money like Ilhan Omar. It's not money like AOC. It's not money like Ayanna Pressley. It's not money like... who's the chick down in Texas? The black girl from Texas.
Jasmine Crockett.
Jasmine Crockett, who is spending what, $15,000 staying at hotels and staying at the Ritz-Carlton and the Broadmoor, but nobody cared about that. This guy's spending $333 a day on average for briefing rooms, meeting rooms, having places to have network cameras come in and talk to him. This is his campaign headquarters. And because of security, he left his trailer. This is nothing there. It's $333. Folks, I lived right outside of Los Angeles. I stayed in Los Angeles many a nights. I know how much hotels are. So give me a fucking break. Jimmy Kimmel is if you get your news from Jimmy Kimmel, I really don't know what to tell you. It's like the people who get their news from The Daily Show. There's semblance of truth there, but this guy, I just showed you, I just proved to you, he's not spending $1,500 a night. He spent $15,000 since April 3rd. It comes down to $333 a day for meals, lodging, security, telecoms, all of it. That's actually not bad, surprisingly enough. Did you have anything you want to add to this?
No, I mean, Jimmy Kimmel's just... I just still can't believe he's on the air. I think he should have been off. I think they should have kept him off because he brings absolutely nothing of substance or value to his show, period. It's just pointless. Yeah.
I really like Adam Carolla, and Adam Carolla says, this isn't Jimmy Kimmel. I don't know this guy, but I know him personally, and he is a friend. And you know what? Jimmy Kimmel is probably a really good guy. I'm just going to say it. I've seen him outside of his show, and I saw him on the Walk of Fame with Carroll, and he was almost brought to tears. He always cries, but it seemed genuine. It seemed real. Adam Carolla has talked many times when he was down on his luck that Jimmy Kimmel helped him, and he has a great relationship. I have friends who are liberals. I'm fine with that, but at some point, your public profile and persona overtakes the good and the real persona. That makes you a piece of shit of epic proportions, really. You know, and even when Bill Maher was trouncing on Trump, I didn't hate Bill Maher for it. Bill Maher had some objections that he needed to. He called Donald Trump the son of an orangutan. That's a pretty broad joke. It's not very funny. And you went after his mom. Donald Trump didn't like it, so he sued your ass, and you sued him back. And they were a bunch of petulant little children. They both openly admitted it and had a great conversation over dinner. Fetterman has sat down with Trump. A lot of people have sat down with Trump. Jimmy Kimmel should sit down with Trump, but he won't because he's a coward. That's the problem with Kimmel, is that he pretends to be something he's not. He is a preppy elitist who never went to Harvard. And he pretends that he comes from money. And really, he came from the school of hard knocks just like Adam Carolla. He's just forgotten about it. And he's decided to be an elitist. That's all I wanted to say. I'm done. Show's over. Go home. Why are you guys here? Leave.
You don't have to go home, but
you can't stay here. Pre-show. Remember, we are done with Ryan Samuels. We're going to try to get him back more often. Olivia, and it was just a great time. Damani Felder, June 5th. Ryan Weaver on June 10th. Dave Bondi will be here. Gary Brugman, who is a Border Patrol agent who was pardoned by President Trump. Tim Brown will be here, who was in Tower 2 when it collapsed. Some very good stuff. Tomorrow's Red Friday. We're going to have a great time. Please join us, and let's end the month in a strong note. Thanks, everything. That's Olivia. I'm Matthew. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Good night.
Night, y'all.
Adjusting transmitter output. This is the Don't Unfriend Me Show with your hosts, Matt, Leroy, Amy, and Olivia. Geopolitics, military analysis, and election coverage. Coming to you live on all major social media channels at The Dumb Show.
Our mics are hot. We love you. We're talking about everything. It's okay.
Honest, direct, unfiltered. We can agree, we can disagree. Just don't unfriend me.